Good afternoon from a slightly hot South Africa, everybody. We are back! We are back! After a couple of weeks of trials and tribulations, we are here. And everything. Now to catch up quickly. Let's start off with the ladies. That still hopefully identifies as ladies. And if not, there's no problem with that. Yeah, let's start off with old Luna.
Well, I actually don't have any news. I've got a new headset, and that's about it.
Okay.
3 weeks have been pretty boring.
And you got to spoke to Sid Alpha.
Oh yes, but that's all on Minnie.
Nice. Oh my god.
Even without his mic and everything, he still got that chocolatey voice.
Oh yeah.
He he doesn't need any audio. When he tells me he's doing audio editing, I'm like, why? You don't need it. It's like, you're fine, boy. You're fine. Oh.
And then, Minnie May. How's your 2 weeks been?
It's been okay.
Without your few weeks without swooning over Sid Alpha.
Yeah, I started streaming again yesterday, so it was good. No, 2 days ago, because yes, it was Friday, so we got back into stream. Had a revamp because Badger left streaming full time, but he did it to pursue his dreams, so it's all good. And then obviously a highlight, I got to speak to Sid Alpha. Sorry. And also one of our next guests also has a very dreamy, chocolatey melting voice, so I'm so excited.
And you're not allowed to speak about them, I guess, yet.
Mm-mm. Yep.
So when is the
Of course.
special? Is it
No.
one of the next guests?
So it's the very next guest,
Okay.
and then I do have another guest lined up that the cast don't know about yet. So that will be in the first week of September.
I think I know already.
Damn, Luna. It's like there's no point in hiding from the cast anymore.
She's on the ball.
And Mr. Second Class Elitist, while I'll give you this time to speak, I'm gonna. Oh crap! Let me just do this. I thought I copy and pasted it, and it didn't. Let me just copy and paste the link while you talk about your shit, Mr. Second Class.
Sure. For anyone that has been following the channel, I am a freelance writer, and I have a Patreon that I just set up that has a monthly serial story arc on it. It's set up like an 80s cop drama. It's following a female police officer who winds up with a cybernetic arm and a cybernetic eye. If you wanted to read the pilot episode, which is 9,000 words, the pilot episode is on the Patreon, but free. Oh, Zafa beat me to it. The Patreon is on. The pilot episode is free on the Patreon. If you like it, sign up for as little as $1 to get monthly episodes. The pilot episode and episode 2 are up. Episode 3 is going up in about a week.
And Mr. Cobra Kai.
Yeah, my couple of weeks haven't been too eventful. I mean, I've got a lot of projects at college have been keeping me busy with. I've got 2 tests next week. But besides from that, I have been able to pick up streaming on the weekends at least, which is nice. So I get to stream at least once or twice a week again, which I feel is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I met someone, as I told you on one of your streams last time, which has been going very well actually, and I'm quite happy about that. So you can see I'm very smiley and bubbly.
Face and bubbly and oh, that's so sweet. Well, many happy. I don't know, years hopefully for you.
Hopefully, absolutely.
Yeah, my weeks was interesting. As most of you know, Jamba passed away.
Yeah.
And he was actually part of the stream for a while, like of the City of Thorns. I think Sean couldn't make it, so I put his face on Sean's camera feed.
He
and
was.
everything. Yeah.
We barely noticed the difference.
Yeah, you barely. And yeah, I've been playing a lot of Legends of Aria. Holy shit!
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it? Well, clearly.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm literally sitting there like when I finish streaming, I'm like, cool. Maybe I should do this next. Maybe I should go into that. Maybe I should go explore that area. No. Let's focus on the one thing that we're trying to achieve.
The ADD just hits you. It's like,
Yeah. And we've almost. Oh wow. And we've almost. Gotten one of the streamers that I'm supporting to affiliate. She needs to do one more stream, and
Nice.
then she becomes affiliate.
oh, nice.
And here's the cool thing: her most successful streams, reading books.
Mm.
Oh, is that the lady you sent me to?
Yeah. She's reading books. Let me just do this. So, what can you guys remember from the last time? This has been almost a month.
I got this.
Yeah?
We were vampires.
Okay, cool. That's a step in the right direction. That is a step in the right direction. Yeah.
Basically, what I remember is Luna dismantling a chair, Minnie freaking out over a book, Minnie then stabbing Luna with one of her needles, Second doing nothing, just standing there watching everything go down.
I do that sometimes.
And then, of course, Zakar leaving me with that locket.
With the what?
The little locket.
The locket with the picture
Yeah.
of his mom and Zakar.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, it was Olivia who attacked. Okay, no, not me.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but it was a time I think that Sean worked out came the same time that I came into town, wasn't it?
Your
When
sister.
Oh,
Yes.
no, but my sister. But yeah, so the book kind of made me go a little loopsy about my sister's voice and stuff, and then I acted like I didn't know what was going on because I didn't want to talk about it. So I got changed out of my dress, and now I'm wearing all.
Okay, cool. The night hasn't ended. No, the night did end.
It closed off on Sean.
Yes. Okay. You see an aerial shot. Camera opens up with an aerial shot of Bloemfontein. Smoke rising in the distance. And it's as if the camera moves towards the one spot and stops and goes down into what seems like could be a mall. And it goes past like a bunch of people walking in the mall. Some of them are, there's bookstores and everything. And there's this one curious little shop with a statue of a little girl. A white statue of a little girl. And the camera closes in on the statue. And on the face. And it's very realistically done, strangely enough. And under her right eye, a tiny little crack starts to form. The camera fades out, and it is as if the camera continues on its previous journey, and it moves to where the smoke is coming from, and you just see a destroyed building, an apartment complex. Lots of cops walking around, people looking at this, bystanders looking at the destruction, and the camera fades out. This is what happened during the day. You all wake up, You all roll me rouse checks, please. Olivia and John, you're gaining hunger.
Yep. That is point number 1.
What do you do? The previous night's events, it still sounds like you're hearing her voice, Olivia. You still feel like you're hearing her voice. You know, it's like that whole, if someone passed away, some of them still linger, you know. You still feel like that. Theodora, how do you feel after the events of last night? I mean, you were a bit groggy.
Yeah. Well, I guess I would wake up and I'm still. I spent the night over at the car's place,
Yeah.
so I would wake up and I wouldn't be feeling very happy because I can't have, my morning routine in the bathroom. So I wouldn't be feeling very happy, but also slightly worried about Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
So I would want to get up and then make my way over to Olivia's room to see if she.
Okay, now while you're doing that, let's just quickly cut to Mr. Second Class. Where did you sleep? You slept at your place.
Did I?
Yeah, you went home.
Okay.
Yeah, you fucked
Then
off. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then I'm going to grab a morning constitutional from one of my housemates to deal with that hunger, and then probably start heading over to where everybody else is collected up.
Oh, basically the university.
Yeah.
Just a quick thing. I am working on getting a map system going so that we can actually see where everything's at. But for now, let's just play in the mind. Okay, and Mr. Sean McLaughlin.
Well, of course, after my chat with Zakar last night, I wake up still looking at both of the necklaces I have, like pondering over it, thinking.
What did you see in those necklaces? Explain to the viewers who missed out a little bit. Refresh our memory.
So the one necklace I've always had with me for many, many years now, and it's a picture of my mother. But when I had a chat with Zakar the last time, just before the last episode ended, he gave me a locket with a photo of him, seemingly to be around the same time period as when my mum was alive and in the same lab coat. And the lockets are extremely similar as well.
Okay, so you're just sitting in your bed pondering.
I'm busy staring at these two, trying to make some sort of connection between the two, but then I suddenly snap out of it and I realize, oh shit, I remember what happened to Minnie last night, and I make my way to her room.
Okay, so what's going to happen here? Theodora, you arrive at Minnie's room first. At Olivia's room first.
Olivia's room.
Yeah. Olivia,
Mm?
are you awake?
If I say no, will you still come in?
Yes.
Then yes.
Are you alright?
Yeah, fine. Sorry about last night.
It's okay, I guess. I'm a little bit sore still this morning, but I just want to see if you are okay.
I'll be okay. Just hungry, I guess. I'm gonna go scour around for a blood bag and I don't know, walk around a little bit.
Alright, I
So-
think I'm going to then, if you're okay, then I'm going to quickly go back to my place and cleaned up because I'm not feeling my best.
You need to go get Mark or Andrew on your face.
Yes, good old Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby. I'll
At
see you
this
around,
point,
okay?
when you said good old Bobby, Cobra Kai walks in.
big smile on my face because quite childish. Hey, Liv. Good night. Did you sleep well?
As best as anyone who can who just been traumatized by a dramatic past.
True.
Mm. You okay, bud? You look a little down.
Oh no, I'm good. Do we have any set plans for tonight, girls?
Well, I'm going home really quickly, and I'll be back after I've refreshed myself. I'll sleep a bit, and I'll walk out.
Aha. Right.
I'm gonna go get some food. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Call us if anything blows up. And I scruffle up his hand, push, and walk.
The funny thing is, all of you notice that Zakar is nowhere to be seen. Not in his usual spot in the library. Not anywhere in the secret basement entrance thing. And Delphine is standing outside. If any of you gets outside, she'll be standing outside waiting on you. Olivia, your blood bags, there are blood bags. You know where the blood bags are. So if you're going to scrounge up the blood bag first, then you can do that. You don't have to go out and hunt, technically.
Yeah. I'm always prepared. So yeah, I just take a blood bag up my jacket. I normally have one when I walk away from everyone.
There's a mini fridge, so there is a mini fridge that you can.
Oh, there is a mini fridge. I like mini things. I'll grab one from there. Kind of just like slowly take it out, look around, close the door, look around, and I start like looking around the room, trying to feel something. The voice is still going in my head. I open the blood bag, start drinking, and I start walking back to where it all happened, like back upstairs.
Okay, but where's the book? Who's got the book?
Zakar took it away.
You put it in a safe.
Yes, there we go. And Theodora, you get outside. Delphine is there. In her sexy self and all her outfits and everything, her sexy outfit and everything.
Delphine, good evening.
Good evening. Zakar told me to be at your disposal because Kyle has gotten into some shit. He can't be driving anyone around. I guess you prefer it because there won't be any sour milk or milkshake smells in my car.
Exactly. I cannot have that on top of all of this right now. If you wouldn't mind, please just drive me home so I can change my clothes and put on a fresh face.
Okay. You get into the car, and this time she starts it off, and it's a radio station, local radio station, and they're all abuzz with this one apartment complex that somehow exploded, and lots of different accounts. The official thing is it's probably a gas explosion. The funny part is Bloemfontein ain't got no gas. Yeah.
Oh.
This is South Africa. We don't work on that shit.
Not even those portable gas canisters.
That not
in huge canisters.
People are thinking, like, they say it's a gas explosion. They're like, yeah, it's probably one of those small gas canisters at a farm, at a barbecue that exploded and somehow did shit to the building. And then there's some people like, yeah, no, you know, maybe they just had an entire braai party and everybody used gas canisters, and by some stroke of luck, everything exploded. Like, there's lots of different stories, and the radio station reports on this, but the guy reporting is obviously our bullshit, man. That can't be gas. Gas don't do that. Not the small canisters we used. It doesn't do that.
It was a strange vaping accident.
It was a strange vaping accident.
Those damn hipsters.
And Another report was that for some odd reason, random spots in Bloemfontein had like cracks in their cement, seemingly formed within like an hour at the same time.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's another bit of newsworthy thing.
So that's all happening on the radio.
Yeah. There's also a bus accident in the lower income area of Bloemfontein, but they're only 45 people passed. And, they talk about that. That's sort of like it's a statistic, like, it's normal. Like they're ordering sandwiches, and that's it.
Right. So I'm assuming that building that exploded was our one. That
Yes.
the thing. Yeah.
You mentioned this to Delphine.
Yes, I'm speaking to Duffy.
Yep, yeah. We had to think of something quickly, and we decided gas would be. At that point in time, it made a lot of sense. We kind of fucked up.
Well, I'm sure there'll be something that can be done about that. Not sure what though, but these statues. That's very strange.
The cement
They're
thing,
not mine, are they?
No, it's like found floors and everything started cracking. That's it.
Ah.
That's what she's like. She says like it's strange. It's happened in like this a sense of it happened between 3 and 4 this afternoon.
Is it in certain places or is it just
it seems to be randomly all over the city.
that is rather strange.
It's probably something to do with what we're trying to do now and sort out. The little side effect of the... And she looks around and she like sort of laughs a little like magic,
I see.
Yeah. Some of that Harry Potter shit. That apparently Granny Laura can do.
Granny Laura. What is her whole deal with this situation?
Well, she's gonna basically ward the entire city. And for that she needs a lot of blood. Yeah.
Alright.
A lot of blood.
Well, surely they could have gotten the blood from that building before they made it go kablooey. That would have been a really good supply.
The supply actually came from, as far as I know, from the bus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna miss those low income. How do you call them? Cows? You call them food? I don't know what you call them.
Out of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cattle.
Cattle. Yeah.
Cattle.
You finally arrive, and before you enter your place, second-class elitist. At this point, as you're walking through the area where you live, a lot of people are talking about the big bus accident that happened. A lot of people from your area lost family members. And as far as you could tell, Jack is safe. Like, the first thing when someone came to you was like, yeah, this and the bus number 22 had an accident. You're like, oh shit, he takes bus 22. And you ask them out a little bit more about it, and you figure out, okay, cool, he wasn't there. He didn't go into the city to work, or come back from the city to work, from work. So he stayed at home today. Yeah.
That was close.
That was. Let me just quickly ask you. Let me just quickly check something here. I should probably start up the music, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music is a thing.
It is. There we go. Let me just quickly check something here. I just wanna... something grabs your attention as you're walking away from your house, as you're talking to people and everything. It is in the direction of Jack's house. Yeah. There's a slight... You don't know if it's a trick of the light, but there's a slight blue hue just surrounding his house. It could be just a trick of the light. This area is known for its yellow-orange lights, but yeah, there's a slight blue hue around his little shack.
I'm gonna head over and try to keep an eye on it to see what's going on.
Okay. There's some music going on. Somebody's having a party.
That's why I'm keeping muted at the moment.
Yep. You go over, and as you get closer, with the smell of the evening fires being started, that wood-burned fire smell, wood-burning smell, there seems to be an old black lady around his house doing some form of, like, to the best of your knowledge, like some Indian dance or a tribal dance of some sort. I'm gonna give you most of the answers without asking you to interact because of the music in the background.
I'm also gonna pull out my phone real quick and record part of it,
Okay.
so that when I get back to our magic nerds, I can see if they know more about it than I do.
Okay. So you record a bit of it. She mutters some things in a tribal language. You do catch a couple of words here and there because you've spent time with the folks. It's basically she's blessing the house and granting strength to the fighter of the house, the man of the house. You've seen this crap before, and it's basically just like a what do you call it? Superstition. You know, it's a superstition among them to do this kind of thing. She gets to a certain point. A chicken runs past her. She grabs it. She cuts his head off and starts pouring blood all around her and doing some weird shit. You know. And that is basically it. You know well enough. You can. If she's on the other side of the house, you can actually enter into the front door, and nothing strange or anything. Nobody will look differently towards you. It's just she shouldn't see you when you go into the house, because it needs to happen uninterrupted.
Yay!
Yeah. So you can still sneak in if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to maneuver around her and, you know, get in and see how Jack's doing.
You get into the house. It's a one-bedroom house with a... it's basically just a bedroom, and there's, like, in this bedroom, there's a kitchen counter, a stove. Everything is basically in one room, because the toilets are little outhouses on the outside of the house. There's a separate room for a bathroom or a shower or whatever, but it's, you know how this works.
Yeah.
And Jack is lying in his bed, eyes closed, and I want you to roll me. How would you see this? I'm gonna go investigation and intelligence investigation. Do you have... No, you don't.
Ta-da!
Cool, so what happens is, there are certain symbols. Again, tribal... If you weren't attentive on the whole tribal thing in South Africa, you probably wouldn't have noticed it. There's like some random bits of stick and strings scattered around in his apartment. Sort of like a, it envelops him, basically. So there's like a half circle from the foot of his bed up until... If you weren't attentive to this, you wouldn't have noticed that it's actually forming a half circle. And there's like a blue... What's the word? Blue? Translucent aura? Yeah, blue incandescent?
Okay.
Like...
Incandescent's a good word.
Light flowing randomly from these objects towards him. And if you look at it, at the moment it travels in like close to him, it's almost as if it's enveloping like his arms. And then at some points you do see like there's some markings that appear on his face and fades. Like there's 3 or 4 stripes going up here, and then it fades. All in that shade of blue. You can see it like on his black skin. It's difficult to make out, but it happens. And because you're attuned to whatever world you're from, it's a bit easier for you to see that. You do realize, however, that you shouldn't probably wake him. You can, if you want to. But...
I'm gonna, rather than wake him up, I'm gonna look to see if there's anything that I can, like, write a quick note on nearby.
Yeah, there's a couple of books. He's quite the intelligent bastard.
Yay.
There's a notepad and a pen to the side of him.
Just gonna write him a quick note, just, drop by to make sure you were cool. Hopefully see you tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
And then fuck off.
Obviously avoiding the strange witch doctor lady.
Yeah.
Outside. The Sangoma. She's now, if you look for her, she's basically now rattling what seems to be the finger bones of a very small human around the house. Yeah. She's like got a string with like finger bones and stuff, yeah. And you continue on your way out. Nothing much happens. You do, as you walk on the side of the road, you do see like at certain points, and when I say certain points, I'm talking like, you walk, the pavement has got like a little slope, so that cars can park, drive up and whatever. And certain points, I'm saying once every, let's say 5 kilometers or whatever, you'll just see like a slab of concrete or a slab of those slopes having massive cracks. And then everything is fine for a while. That's why you noticed it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you're making your way there. If there's anything else you'd like to do on your way there.
I sent you a quick PM in Discord. Other than that, now I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do it this way quickly. Hang on.
I would send it in Roll20, but then it shows up on the screen.
Okay, we got this. I had to quickly check. Go to a break screen.
Yeah.
I just saw what you did there. I forgot about that. That category exists. Here we go. Sorry about that, folks. Me being professional and all that. You get no response.
Okay, that's fine.
You get no response. Cobra Kai. Mr. Sean McLaughlin, I mean.
Mr. McLaughlin.
What are you doing?
Right now, basically just walking around the library because I have no lift. I have nothing else to do. So I'll go back to like where we found the book see if I can investigate. Use our specs to see maybe if I can see something else that we might have missed last night. If there's something still lingering.
Okay. Roll me an Auspex, and I believe you need to roll me Auspex and something, right? Auspex, and I believe it's. Give me a few seconds.
That's a sense unseen. That's what I'm looking for. How do I do this again?
Sense the unseen. Auspex, wits and Auspex.
Wits and Auspex.
Yeah.
Wits.
Just roll something before you start rolling.
How do you do this again?
At the end of your discipline line, where it says under discipline, the first one should say Auspex. And
Yeah.
then you can put in wits there, and then there's a roll button at the end of that line.
Oh.
Ta-da.
God damn it.
You don't see
Okay.
anything specifically. That's why I wanted to roll before. You don't see anything. For those of you wondering what just happened, I got 2 successes and he got 1. So, yeah.
I suck.
You do. Man, my freaking OBS is freaking the fuck out here. For some odd reason.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Encoding
Oops.
overloaded, and I've already lowered everything so that it just can't continue. I don't know what the hell that is. Anyway. As long as you guys can see us, we're beautiful. You don't see anything, but you run into into Olivia. As you walk around there, Olivia approaches the area.
I love
What are you doing?
browsing around, see if I can catch a good read somewhere.
We're in a library. I'm pretty sure there's good reads downstairs too, hon. While you're here, actually, do you mind doing your thing? Seeing if
Already did. I didn't see anything.
nothing. Do you know where the book is?
No. Zakar put it away. And he seems to be MIA right now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave you to your reading. Enjoy. I'm gonna.
Both
go
of you
find
roll
some
me wits and awareness, or awareness wits, please.
God damn it! Not this again. Okay, it's
Cool.
not bad.
Cool.
Oh!
Both of you here. Oh wow, you've got 3 hunger?
I shouldn't though. Didn't I drink my blood bag? I should have
You
taken
should
that off, right?
you should have just removed it, but it's okay.
Okay.
We hear.
Both of you hear what sounds like a book falling to the ground.
What was that? Where did that come from? I think it came this way. Let's go.
All right. Follow you.
Just give me a few. The direction of the book was closer to where you would have gone out of the basement, the secret bookcase. And
Oh,
there's
so
a book.
downstairs?
It's level. I believe it's 2 levels down.
Good hearing.
It's quite a hefty little book. Like it's a big book. That's why you heard it. And it's lying there on the ground. And it's the Encyclopedia of South Africa, Volume 4, that's lying on the ground.
Okie dokie then. I go pick up the book.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, let me tell you something, and put it back in the exact spot where it's.
After about 4 or 5 seconds, it plonks out again.
Good job. Let me see that. I pick up the book.
Mm-hmm.
Do what Sakar would do. I take it above my head and I drop it just to see if
It drops, opens up on page 246.
Ooh.
I guess no music car says something with it, so I don't know if that would work. Oh god.
I don't know. Let me try that because the last time I didn't get very far either. So I take the book, I do the same thing, drop it.
It drops on page 120. Opens up at
Too random.
lands
Damn
on
it! I can't win at anything, can I?
page 120. It's a normal book. That much you can figure out by now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go find out where Zakara is. You enjoy reading up about your goal. And I'll leave the library because Delphine's still out there, or did she?
Delphine is not there. You leave the library and there's no one outside.
I feel
Which-
like such a loner this episode.
Which cuts us to, brings us to Theodora.
Yes, right.
You-
So I am now.
You arrive at your place.
Yeah.
Enter it. There's some cracks in the wall. Hairline cracks in some of the walls.
So can I go rush off to my desk, find a little piece of paper and a pen, and take little notes, and leaving it there on the desk for Amanda to check out and see if you can't find a plasterer to fix these damn cracks. I cannot have these cracks in my gallery. It brings down the value of everything. Cannot have that. Then I rush upstairs and I, do my thing.
You do your thing.
Put on fresh face.
Put Bob on your face and all of that.
Put Bob on my face and then come back down. It's like, right, I'm ready to go.
While you're busy up there, you hear someone enter the gallery. And
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
it is Dorothea. Yes. And she's there for her nightly duties.
Aha, right, of course.
Yeah.
Yes,
If you so choose.
if I so choose, I
Yeah.
think I shall.
She is, like I told you previously, she's quite... It's her way of speaking, but if you didn't know her, you would think she's permanently high.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
fully mad.
yes, and she spoke about, like, some of the creations she made a couple of days ago. Some of the sculptures she made a couple of days ago got some cracks in it, and it's frustrating, and she's basically been spending the whole day fixing it ever since it happened earlier today at some point. And she's like, this heat, she blames the heat for this shit.
Aha.
Yeah.
So once you finish the cracks, do they come back or?
She says, like, hey, no, it seems to be fine now. We'll have to wait and see until it dries again and see what the fuck happens. But yeah.
All right. Well, maybe should we go have a sit down in my office?
Yeah, sure. And on her way there, she takes her top off. She knows what's gonna happen now. Yeah. Make sure her neck's is exposed and everything.
Yeah. Then obviously I'll do the feed,
Mm-hmm.
and then well, that's done. Thank you very much for your contribution.
And she's like, anytime. You do taste, however, that there's like it tastes slightly different today. It still satiates your hunger. It just tastes slightly different. Like
good, different bad.
different bad, probably depending on her mood. You get the sense of, oh my god, now I need to go find that quickly. Let me just quickly see here. No, it's not there. There we go. You find it's got a melancholy sort of resonance to it. Yeah. Her mind isn't 100% where it should be, where it usually is. Yeah.
Is there anything wrong? Are you alright?
No, I'm just stressed out about the statues I've created, the busts I've created, and it's just, man, I need the cash, and we all know how this works. You can fix it to the best of your ability, but you do lose some value on these things, and
Unless
Mary, there's issues with Mary, and it's just, yeah, let's I'll be back again tomorrow, but yeah, it'll sort itself out, I think. I hope.
Alright, just text me if you need anything.
Will do, thanks.
Alright. See you tomorrow. And then I'll walk out with her, obviously, and then lock the gallery behind me, make sure my alarm system's on, and then get back in the car and tell my lovely driver that I'm ready to depart.
Okay, so Olivia, there's no one outside. What do you do?
Cry. I'm joking. I guess just look around, kind of just not know what's happening. Everyone's just dispersed, you know. So
for the first time in your life, you experience again that loneliness that you've experienced the moment you arrived in America.
But wait, where's Wilbur in all this?
I left him in the room I didn't bring him with when I was gonna go deal with magic and stuff. I guess, yeah, so Livia's just looking around, she's just feeling numb, you know, a feeling she hasn't felt in a long time, looking around.
One of the streetlights outside the university, outside the library, flickers on and off, like, you know, just flickers a bit, and it's there again.
I walk towards the pole,
and
I kick it very hard, hoping to just, like, I don't know, get frustration out.
Roll me!
How hard did you kick it?
Roll me a strength and I would say brawl.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have none of that. 1. See, I'm not.
It's basically you kick the pole, and it goes, and it eventually just stops again. And while it shakes like that, you're sort of rattling coming from a top, and it starts flickering again.
I take out a vial
Mm.
on my jacket. It's my King of the Insect, which I've been wanting to use so long.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I know this probably means something, but it gives me something too. So I drink, and I start climbing up the pole to the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I open up the casing, and I look at the bulb. And I take the bulb out, and you know when you shake to see if it's like broken or anything?
Yeah. Basically the bulb comes loose very easily. That was probably the rattling you heard. The bulb is actually... It's been on it's been on for 10 minutes, so it is actually quite hot.
Do I feel it though?
Yeah, I'll let this one slide for now. There's nothing seemingly wrong with the bulb. It just came loose in its casing, probably. When you kicked the thing with such tremendous force.
So screw it back in nice and tight, put back the casing, and I climb back down. I watch it. Wait to see if it comes back on.
It comes back on the moment you screw it in. It's
Okay.
bright and everything. Just by the way, that's what we used to do when we were kids. We were idiots back then. Bunch of us would stand around a fucking street pole lamppost, kick the fuck out of it until the casing comes loose and the light bulb falls down.
Degenerate, you are.
Yeah,
Exciting times you had.
yeah. As a kid, that was fucking exciting. Dangerous as fuck now that I think about it, but still. No, it's shining bright. I want to say like a diamond, but no, it's shining bright. And
Well, I guess that's one thing I can do right now.
in the distance, you see a really bulky man walk up towards the library. You do recognize him. It is John. And John, you actually saw her climbing. Now, with your mindset, it's clearly a something of the something. Just saying.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Hi, John.
Hi. Not much. How's the street repairs coming?
They're going great, you know, when you
Good,
break
good.
things, you have to fix them, right? Just-
Well, sometimes. So how's the rest of the crew?
I honestly don't know. Cobra
Great.
Kai. Sean is inside looking at an encyclopedia book. Theo, I don't even know. I guess she's still hanging out with Bob. The car is fucking nowhere to be seen, and I am fixing a light pole at 10 o'clock at night.
Hey, do you want to see some video of some stuff that might be more in your line of work than mine?
Which line of work are we talking about? Because I have a dark.
The magicy stuff.
Okay.
You show her the video?
Yes.
Where was this taken?
It's okay, Minimay, you might actually you know what I'm talking about. The informal settlements just outside, that's usually surrounding cities with the shacks and everything.
The shanties.
Yeah, the shanties and everything. This one is actually one of the hop houses, as we call them. So it's constructed by the government for the people there.
RDPs.
The RDPs, yes, the RDPs. And yeah, there's this woman, old scraggly looking black lady, dancing around it and muttering some words in the tribal language that you can't place it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it seems like she's casting something, doing a ritual of some sort. If you want to do occult and intelligence and occult, yeah.
Well, it looks like she's kind of just doing a ritual, maybe like talking to ancestors, but let me look at that better. So,
I just figured with everything going on, it'd be better to let you know than not.
sure. Is it occult and intelligence?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. Not having good rolls. Damn.
Yeah, you don't know what sort of thing it could be. It could be either a protection thing, or it could be sort of like a blessing onto the house. You do have Sense the Unseen, don't you? No.
No, that's not me.
Yeah.
Well, it could be anything, honestly. It could be protection, it could be blessing. Who's in the house? Clearly doing something for someone in the house.
Oh, it's a friend of mine's place.
Anything happened to your friend lately that needs to be blessed or protected?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh,
Nothing out of the ordinary, anyway.
what is in the ordinary?
Think about what we do on a daily basis.
Is he human or kindred?
Oh, he's human. He's young.
So he's kind of like your touchstone?
Might be.
Well, yeah, it could honestly be. I'm sorry, I'm not in the right mind space, but if you want, I can go check it out a little bit more if you need me to.
If it was anything dangerous, I'm sure you would have picked it up on the first pass, so I'm not too worried about it.
Okay.
More just with
So-
everything else that's going on, I just wanted to let you know in case this is information that plays into something later.
No.
You know, there are
Doesn't
we have way too many casters involved in things going on at the moment, and I've always been concerned that spells can short circuit each other if they cross in mid ritual.
It's not really short circuit, but they can, interruptions can cause bad side effects or anything. Even if you complete a spell, the side effects. Magic always comes with a price.
Right.
No matter if it's blood sorcery, for instance, blood sorcery, we take our blood, it's a sacrifice. That's kind of what it is, it tries to prevent it, but some spells, you can't give enough for it,
So, just wanted to let you know that, this was the thing, because we already have enough problems with enough other ritualists going on that you're keeping track of. Just giving you one more.
Yeah. By the way, have you seen Zakar? Heard anything from him? You seem to know more about this
Nope,
meeting.
not since last night. But I wasn't the one that stayed here, so.
True. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'll text me if you guys need.
All right, we'll do.
Olivia, are you wandering aimlessly?
Yeah, just trying to because obviously the book's still. You said the voice is still in my head.
That memory is still there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to find myself again. I'm not feeling myself. I'm just my mind is keep pulling me back into my past, but that's the last place I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just wandering around trying to.
Roll me a D100.
You're D100. It's /RR
Space
and then
D100,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Listen,
Wow.
listen. That's 100 right there. Your first D100 that you roll. Okay, no, I just wanted to know where you're wandering off to. Now, obviously, the dice have spoken. I know where you're going. I added a 10% difficulty on this, and I'm like, yeah, if she rolls 90 or higher, something will happen. Like, okay, cool, definitely.
Jeez.
So you wander aimlessly. You don't really notice anything around you. The next building, all the buildings look the same. You see street lights pass you by, cars drive past you. You walk past a couple of people. You smell barbecues being lit up still at night, this late in the night. You pass houses and all the sounds basically blur into the background. Whereas on a different night, you specifically know that you would recognize, oh, there's kids laughing and there's people having a good time. It's all just this fuzzy sound all around you, and you keep on walking, and eventually you walk to a certain point, and you find yourself next to the building that you were last night, the apartment complex, reduced to a pile of rubble. Yeah. And you look at it and you don't care. You turn your back on it and you just continue on walking. Again, everything fades into the background. You just, for some reason, you're just continuing on walking. And the further you progress from that point onwards, you start feeling slightly better. As if you just needed the walk. Second class, John.
Yeah.
She walks off. She is not in it tonight. You do realize that. You don't see the recognizable bulge of Wilbur in her pocket. Yeah, she's out of it tonight. If you want to follow her, what do you want to do? You know that Sean is in the library.
Yeah, Olivia has shown herself capable and competent. I'm sure if something happens, she's going to be able to handle herself, so I'm going to go inside.
Okay. You enter, and you see Cobra Kai as Sean McLaughlin doing... What exactly?
I'm still sitting there
Weird
playing
things with
the
his
book.
arms!
I'm still busy sitting there playing with a book. Every time I put the book back in, I go bored. Falls back out, pick it up, put it back, falls down, bored.
Did you check to see if there's something behind it that's knocking it back out?
There's nothing. It's this weird voodoo magic shit from last night all over again, man.
You can roll another Wits and Aspects to see if you see it now.
Okay, let's give it a try.
The scene has ended, so this is the next scene.
Come on, buddy. God fucking damn it!
Nope. Nope. Theodora,
Swing and a miss.
I want you to roll me quickly we need to make it a little bit more interesting here. Wits and... Wits and awareness, please. As you're driving away from your place. Nope. Cool. You eventually arrive at the library. And on the ride here, Delphine didn't speak much unless you wanted to speak to her about something. She didn't speak much. She's all quiet and stuff. It seems like tonight is a night where a lot of people just are lost in thought. You've met Dorothea, she wasn't completely 100% there. And while Delphine was very talkative on the way there, on the way back, she was somber even. Yeah. You get to the library, she stops the car, she gets out, walks around, open your door. If you want to stop her at any time, tell me.
No, I want to get out the car.
Yeah. Opens the door. Very quiet, almost as if she's not 100% there. Yeah.
Thank you.
She's like,
Are
yeah.
you okay?
Yeah. I'm okay. Roll me an insight. What's an insight? Yeah. Okay, she's definitely lying to you. She's definitely lying to you. She is, but it's one of those when people tell you they're okay, and they're really not.
Yeah.
But they're just saying it so that you can leave them alone. One of those things, yeah.
All right. I don't really believe you, but okay.
She just smiles at you, but there's a hint of sadness in her smile. You working with a lot of models, you know, the one statue that you created for the very rich couple that owns the game farm.
Yes.
Yeah, you know that hint of sadness in a smile anywhere because that's how the person died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can talk to me if there's something that you need to get off your chest.
No, I'll just need time. That's it. It's just time.
All right. So just I'm there if you need.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go inside then.
Yeah. And without a word
I'll walk
further,
into the building.
yeah, without a word further, she gets in the car and drives off. Yeah. You all get a message. Olivia, you won't get this. You all get a message from the Baroness saying that Kyle has been caught and justice will be served.
What?
Second message comes through. No audience necessary.
Rip Kyle.
Guys, hello.
I come running out to.
What do you
to
guys?
Theo? I was like, "Theo."
What do you do inside the library? What are you doing? He was doing that. You got the message. You're hearing, guys, hello. Trying my best Theodora voice.
Hello. Anyone? Where is everybody?
I immediately pop over the railing. It's like, Theo. First and foremost, I'm bored. Second and foremost, what's happening to Kyle?
I have no idea. I just got this crazy text. Listen, can you come down here because I'm not gonna walk up there with these heels on.
Okay, cool. And I jump over the railing.
I go down a little bit slower than that.
Yeah.
Like
you've
stairs.
you've had your Superman moment. You're okay. You can.
Yeah, you gotta separate those.
I'm
Yeah.
still young. It's not that hard on the knees yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
You land in the superhero pose though.
Yeah. Superior landing.
Aha. Okay.
Side note, you know that line being in Deadpool actually caused 7 films to reshoot angles to remove the superhero landing because they were coming out within a year of Deadpool saying that.
Holy shit.
It pointed out a flaw in the meta so precisely. Oh shit, we gotta change this or people are gonna mock the hell out of us.
Nice.
Now I need to sit there, Deadpool. Oh. Where's Olivia?
I don't know. She just left.
She's on a walkabout.
Well, I'm assuming everybody got this text about Kyle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think that's where Sakar is?
Quite possibly.
Do something.
We could always go down to the Baroness and find out what's going on.
We should do something.
I wouldn't recommend that after she says no audience necessary. She wants private time.
He's going to either eliminate Kyle or hurt him very bad.
Yeah. That doesn't change the fact that she wants it to be private time.
But still, on what ground? The culprit for what?
We don't know. Because that's not our pay grade.
question.
All right, so then what do you propose we do then? Nothing? Stand around, watch our friend die?
John?
Well, let's assume for a second that you barge in and demand of the Baroness what information she has.
Yes, I understand this sounds completely and utterly insane, but there must be a way we could possibly sneak in.
So you want to try to sneak into a place where the most paranoid woman in the city lives.
I understand how this is sounding.
Oh,
It's not getting better.
Don't look at me.
No. I think we just need to find Olivia and then make plans about it.
We need to get a hold of the car first.
Yeah.
Take out the phone. Try and get a hold of the car. Is the
Doesn't
answer?
answer, no.
God damn it.
And it's one of those, it's a ring, you know that it's on silent, so he's not answering, yeah.
He may be busy.
Olivia, you wander the rest of the streets. And you walk into, like, a... You know you're still in Bloem, but you're in a part of Bloem where there's a lot of nature going on around you, and you feel your phone vibrate, and that what brings you back from your reverie, I believe is the word I'm looking for here. Your haziness even. And you get the same message. And as you look up, you're standing between two trees. It's the spot where you found the door
Oh yeah. Okay.
that you couldn't open.
Wait a minute, this is Star's kitchen. And I knock down on the ground to hear if it's still there.
It's still there. If you push the dirt away, you'll see that whatever little damage you did to it has been replaced, has been fixed.
Means someone's still using it. Okay. Ollie. I'll Carl. Do this. Can't do this. Not strong enough. Don't know what the fuck is happening. Carl. Door. Carl. Door. Carl. Door. Throw my phone down. Look at the door again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you said let me just recall this. I lift up the hatch and then like there's a concrete slab or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use I just want to look around and see if there's anything I didn't notice last time, like maybe a button or a lever that can open it, or a door handle, code. So
What's awareness?
awareness, what's here?
Actually, no. If your investigation is higher, then I would say investigation. What's an investigation? Yeah. Are you gonna spend? Okay. Are you gonna spend? Okay. Cool.
Is that enough? If not, I will spend a willpower.
I'd suggest you spend a willpower.
Okay. So that's
It's three successes. Yes. You walk around and looking around, trying to find either a lever or a buttons or a switch or something. that you can pull or break a maybe it's one of them. Oh, this branch is a bit skew, let's just push it and see what happens. So you go into branches and you start pushing and everything, and while on the other while busy there, you happen upon like a bush, and something, a little bit of glint catches your eye. You open it up, you push the leaves aside, and there is a keypad.
Bingo. Key card. Key card. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh god. Is there any wearing on the buttons? I can try maybe work out what the numbers will be.
Now I'm gonna do resolve and investigation from you, because you're literally studying everything, slightly touching it, seeing which button is slightly oilier and whatnot. Cool.
Finally.
Right?
4 of the buttons are oily.
Okay.
Okay.
What are them?
In order, let's say from 1 to 0. So if you look at the keypad, you go like that. It starts off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Yeah.
2 is oily.
Okay.
5 is also oily. 6 and 0 is also oily.
Okay. 2, 5, 6, 0.
Yeah.
So what, do you think I have like 3 chances before something blocks in? You don't know. Well, that's
You don't know?
the worst GM.
Yeah, I'm the worst GM. I don't know. You don't know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Let's try 2, 0, 5, 6. Um, 2, 6, 5, 0.
Nothing happens. Don't hear a sound. No.
I go to the hatch to see if it opened or if I just fucked up and locked it.
It's not open.
Is anything? Is it different?
There's no difference whatsoever that you can see.
Okay, I go back and try one more time. 2, 6, 5, 0.
The no sound whatsoever. Not even if you're pushing the buttons. Comes out.
It's like it's been turned off.
You broke it.
I broke it. Okay. Fuck it. Is there a warehouse or like a shed nearby?
No,
I
not
assume
in
they would
that
have
specific.
garden.
Not in that
There's no
specific area.
garden.
No. Like, there's a police station up the hill, but that's it.
Is there a construction site nearby?
Nope, there's nothing. It's basically a hill overlooking Bloemfontein. The road that connects the hill runs a little ways downwards in front of you, sideways, and connects to the hill up top, to the police station. It connects like that. Or if you wanted to, you can just drive straight by into towards actual Naval Hill.
Okay. Either go to Theo's place, grab a chisel and a hammer and smash the... Or bite my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Use corrosive vita just to see how much damage I can do with it,
And
and see how deep it is.
Exactly about, I said last time, about 5 to 6 centimeters thick, and then you hit an iron plate.
So I still have that iron plate.
Yeah. And at this point in time, as you're looking at it, you hear tires hitting gravel. And you remember, like, the previous time that you spent here with Quibus? The gravel bit was basically when they turn off towards, when you turn off onto the landing where you overlook Bloemfontein.
I sneak around to try to get around that point to see if I can see who it is.
So you're basically trying to avoid what's happening, you know, trying to avoid that they see you.
Yeah.
Two
I
cars.
want to see them before they see me.
Yeah, 2 cars park on top of the sort of...
First I want to say I fixed the door, like I closed the door and put it all back before I ran. So,
Cool, obviously, yeah. 2 cars stop, 2 black sedans stop. 6 people get out. 4 from the one car and 2 from the other. And they're talking in Afrikaans to each other. And you don't understand Afrikaans, do you?
I'll probably
Would
know
you?
a little bit of the words. Because I was there until I was like 20, but then it's been 15 years since I spoke.
Okay, so you would actually catch most of it. What they're basically talking about in Afrikaans, and I'm just basically going to translate it. You hear them say, like, yeah, tonight we got to make sure, seeing as what happened to the drop-off point, we're just going to make up a couple of batches and then, see what Jay has in store, where the next drop-off point is. And you see them moving towards where you would think, where you were lost with the key code and the door area. And you hear the one guy moves over to the keypad, and he's busy with it, and in the middle of it he's like, is this thing broken again? Motherfucker, is this thing broken again? They get on their phones, and he's like, you hear him say, yeah, 2506. Yes, of course. 2506, I did it. And no, fucking hell, just fucking open. And you hear, shh. And then they move towards the thing, towards the hatch.
There's 6 of them, right?
Yeah. Towards the hatch, and obviously they disappear into the mountainside, into the hillside. And shortly after the last one falls out of sight, you hear as the door closes.
Am I able to run and block it before it closes?
You wouldn't be able to in time, no.
Okay. Firstly, door. Fuck you. I said that.
You were trying to avoid them, I believe. So you didn't like necessarily stand like 2 meters away from them listening. Well enough to just hear them speaking to each other.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, I go back to the keypad and I look at it again to see if there's any. Can I do that? Just see if there's any more smudges or make sure it hasn't changed maybe when they called.
No, nothing has changed.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Actually, let me give it a few more minutes. Last thing I need to do is jump down and then. Hi. While I'm there, I take out like a few of my needles and prick them to get my Scorpion's Touch ready in case I need them, because I used a few of them in the previous scene. So if you want to jump off, well,
Okay,
wait.
cool. Just a quick thing. 10 minutes has passed. No, 15 minutes has passed since you all got the previous message.
Mm-hmm.
And all of you get another message. And
this one says...
And it's 2 photos. The first photo is the face of Kyle in extreme, extreme anguish. This guy, you've seen, for those of you long enough in the game, a vampire gets tortured. This is sort of, that's a common, especially for Mr. Sean there. you know that look.
Mm-hmm.
Second photo is a zoomed out shot, sort of. And you can see red thread. Up until here, that's where the fleshy bit stops of Kyle.
Oh,
and there's red
shit.
thread running to literally where the flesh of Kyle stops. There's red thread. Like you can see it run around like if he's facing this way, that part you can see the red thread and you assume it's going around. The rest, it looks like a creature or something tore into him and just basically tore his flesh off. So you see bits of bone, and you see like his one arm is completely you just see his one arm without flesh. And it's quite disgusting. Black, bloody, fleshy. And then shortly after that message, another message comes through. This is what happens when you sire someone without my permission.
Well, the Baroness sure as hell knows what she's doing. I should probably take some notes. Because that's quite effective.
You want to get better at doing it?
So
It's been a long time, okay? I'm bored.
The three of you, what's your reaction to this?
I'm
Theodora,
horrified.
Sean, and John, huh?
I'm horrified.
I'm shocked just thinking about the fact that
I'm meh.
I'm just shocked that he sired somebody we didn't know.
I have so many more questions now. Is it a new site? Is this a new one,
Which again
or
points to the
why
fact
is
that
it-
maybe the Baroness had more information than you did, which is why I said we shouldn't have interfered.
Which is a good thing. Which means we don't end up like
Our
Kyle,
friend.
skinless.
Anyway.
Sometimes your friends do stupid shit. When they
Well.
do, your friends get punished for doing stupid shit.
Technically, we should be on that shit list of hers.
Well, then we should
Technically.
do our best to try and maybe get off of it.
Yeah, probably. So, phone up Liv and let's find out what to do.
Alright. I shall give her a call.
Redirect a message. Kind of busy. Talk later.
Okay. She's not answering. Busy, apparently. Drink?
Oh, hard. Can we do something, please?
Well, did you find anything else while you were here?
Well, I found another spot in a different bookcase where we push the book in and it falls back out.
Aha, and did you see anything?
Nope.
No?
You
Maybe
saw
I
the
should
book
look
fall a
for it.
bunch of times.
It was enjoyable for the first 10 minutes, but then it started getting bored.
Well, maybe I should go up there and have a look myself.
Be my guest!
Alright, show me where it is.
Alright, follow me. I take her up to the bookcase. And I show her. Of course, I push it in, let it fall back out.
Yeah.
See?
Aha! Okay, I want to try just move some other books around to see if there's anything on the back of it.
You move some books around. and they move around. Like, wherever you put them, they move around, except on that one spot. So if you're like, let's take out this book and put it in there, it eventually just falls out. So you can move books around, and you can put that specific book in there, but the moment you put it in on that one spot, it falls out.
Alright, I want to use my Auspex and see if I can see anything.
Sense the unseen for me, so it's Auspex and Wits.
Why didn't it roll? Hello? Oh, there we go.
Let me just confirm something quickly. You had 1 successes or a fail the whole time, yeah. Are you gonna do willpower?
I can.
Do a willpower there for me, please. Cool. 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 Cool.
Woo!
That's a willpower reroll, right?
Enter willpower. Yeah, click my willpower button.
Did you say WP reroll or just willpower?
Willpower.
The
reroll.
It should be the reroll, yeah.
Should I just do it again? Do the reroll. 3 dice?
Yeah. So 1, 2. Okay, cool. That's okay. Fucking hell. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a book there. And the moment you put the book in, it's as if the ethereal book slides, like the solid book slides over the ethereal book, and then eventually the ethereal book pushes it out. Yeah. And the book that you're seeing has got, it's, you know, those, this is going to be very difficult to explain. You know the whole, wow, the rave clubs with the green lights and the smoke machines, and it's that whole, you see the solid smoke forming like solid patterns. That's what's happening to this book, is as if it's coming into existence.
Okay.
Yeah. And a word you can make out on these successes, I'm going to give you that for free. A word that you can make out is Longinus. Longinus. Yeah. That's how I pronounce it. There's probably a different pronunciation, but that's what I call it.
Longinus.
Yes.
Can I try to grab the book at all? It's just kind of phasing in and out.
It's literally like you're grabbing spider webs. You touch it and it's like solid for a few seconds, and then you fade through it. Your hand goes through it.
Whoa! It is the wrong pronunciation, by the way.
It is the wrong pronunciation. Is it Longinus?
Longinus, believe it or not.
Longinus, okay.
Longinus. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. But unfortunately, I know where you're going, and my character doesn't. So
I've got a funny suspicion. I know, because I know the character.
Okay, now I know what it is.
Everybody Googles, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I knew the name sound familiar.
Alright, so, does the name Longinus mean anything to you two?
Longinus, isn't that one of the dudes from the Bible?
Is he the one with the pokey?
there's
The
a
man
lot of
who stabbed
pokey
Jesus.
sticks in that book.
The one
That who
that
you talking
stabbed-
about?
The one that stabbed you.
Ooh. I don't know. Considering if we touched one, we probably burn to ashes right now, so we can't really check.
I'm trying to
Alright,
figure
so-
out what you would need for this. Would it be a cult? Or would it be something like history or whatever the closest history would get? Let me just quickly see here.
Maybe politics.
Could be.
Well,
No, it's
also not
academics.
really.
It's academics.
Academics.
Yeah.
You could do academics, occult, history with certain focuses.
Okay, who of you've got
And
anything in
performance
occult?
with certain focuses, technically.
Who of you has got anything in occult except for Olivia? Zero.
Fuck all.
Zero. Anyone something in academics?
Nothing.
Nothing. Unfortunately, you are not book smart enough to.
No.
But you know someone who is book smart enough.
Hmm.
But she just sent you a message say can't talk right now.
Hmm.
I phone her up again. Come on, Liv. Come on, Liv. Hello.
Dude, this better be good. I'm kind of busy right now.
Yeah, it is kind of important. Can you meet us back at the library? We found something similar to what happened, and a word on said book that does not exactly exist in our plane right now.
What word?
Longinus.
Oh, that's that Roman dude. Some soldier poked Jesus in the side with a
Oh. Okay, let me give the phone to Theo. Pass the phone to Theo.
Oh wait, no, don't. Oh.
Hello there.
Hi, Theo.
Hi.
What's up?
So, I don't know why he handed me the phone because he just told you everything I was going to tell you.
Oh shit! I thought you were gonna be mad at me that I, directed your call.
Well, you said you were busy, so whatever you were doing.
Yeah. So largest Roman soldier pierced Jesus' side with the lance. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, there's another one of these books here.
Do you really want me to be touching books again?
Maybe not touching the book, but maybe you can get some sort of sense out of it, or...
Sure, yeah, I'll be there now. Just give me a sec.
Alright.
Right.
Okay. Alright, so she said she's gonna be here,
Go.
back to...
Olivia?
Oh my god. Worst timing. You know, they don't need me all fucking night when I actually need to do so myself. They're like, oh, we need you. You know what? I'm gonna try this one more time. I go back to the keypad.
Mm-hmm.
2056.
Nothing happens. I'm gonna repeat again what you heard them say, because you might not have paid attention. The 0 just needs to move one space up. It's 2506. Yes.
So 2506.
Yes. Nothing happens. You remember the conversation was like, oh, the fucking thing is broken again. Could you let us in? And they got let in.
Could smash the keypad. Well, me and you tomorrow night, maybe. And I start walking back towards the library.
Anything else you want to do on the way there? Are you going to investigate some things? Are you going to walk past certain areas? Are you going to walk the most direct route?
Most direct route.
Most
I don't want
direct
Theo
route.
on my ass about this.
So basically, the moment I get the map set up, and hopefully by the next session it will be sorted, you'll know exactly what I'm saying when I say you basically walk to Theo's place and then from there walk past the... Roll me wits and awareness, please.
Wits and event.
You can even go wits and occult if it's if your occult is better
No,
than your
my
awareness. Yeah.
My awareness is better.
Okay, what's an awareness?
2.
Would you see that?
Say yes. Throw me a bone.
If you want to do a willpower, a reroll, if you want to see
Fuck
it
it, why not?
specifically.
Oi!
Man, and I'm making it particularly easy. You just miss it all the time by 1. You walk past Olivia's, Theodora's place. You walk past Granny Laura's place. You do feel that coldness as you walk through it again, like that familiar feeling. And
You walk past the meaning of life, the universe, and everything.
yeah, basically. You look over to the shop, and it's closed. That's what you notice. And if you want to continue on moving, you can.
So... Oh, you know what? Just probably doing that call thing. I keep walking to the library.
Okay, cool. And you eventually get there. And as you approach the library, you see the same light. Same street lamp. Flickering on and off again. As you approach it, so it's in front of you somewhere. And as you get closer to walk like underneath it to get to the library, it shines. And you walk past it, you look back, it's still shining. It doesn't flicker at all. And on that flickering note, we're going to take a quick break.
Yay!
Flick, man, flick.
Interesting.
So, yeah, we're going to take about a 5 to 10 minute break.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say about 6. Okay, my time. So it's 45, so 55-ish. 10 minutes.
Sure. Sounds great.
Okay, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. I'll see you soon. And hopefully the stream holds up, because my fucking OBS is fucking out, but apparently we're still live, so that's good. We'll see you in about 5 to 10 minutes. Or 10 minutes at least. I just fucked up there, but here we go. We're back. We're back. We're back.
And end stream. Got it.
And end stream, yes. So I want to say, Olivia, you make your way into the library. You see them. What are you guys doing exactly?
I
I'm
won't see
waiting
them.
for-
They're upstairs, right?
It was on the lower level.
Mm.
Yeah, it was on the ground floor, specifically. Close to where the secret entrance of the car was.
So where's this book?
It's in there. You
See,
can't
look.
take it out.
He puts in a book and it
Yeah.
falls out.
So I put
The
my
the
hand
rate of
in.
falling out happens quicker now at the moment.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I put my hand in to see if I can maybe grab it, maybe.
You touch
who I
something
am.
that feels like spider webs. And
Oh,
again,
so it's him.
Longinus. The word Longinus shows up.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll an occult and awareness. Oh, is it awareness occult? What is it?
You wanna figure out what Longinus means?
Well, it's that Greek soldier, right? I remember he was like. Sorry, I'm trying to remember back to biblical school. I know a vampire that went to Bible school.
Mm-hmm.
Blasphemy of the highest order.
He wasn't he was the one that when he stabbed him, he was blind.
You're
And
trying-
he could see again.
You're trying to remember that. So are you gonna go what you kind of remember from reading back then, or what you heard through the years while you were working on finding books and stuff?
Trying to think which one would be more relevant, because I doubt we would have read it at the where I grew up, so it could have been when I was in America. So when I was studying.
Yeah, so
The
while you were
times and
studying,
stuff.
so we're gonna have to have. I'm gonna call this as memory, resolve and either occult. No, a resolve and occult.
Resolve and occult.
Mm.
So occult
Ah.
resolve.
Occult resolve, 3 successes.
Damn it.
How much willpower did you spend today?
2.
You want to use your last willpower to see if you can re-roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll one last time. Last
Mhm.
willpower. Come on, game. There we are.
Cool.
Cool.
So what you've heard through all your books and investigations is all the investigations you've done. You've heard like random mention of the spear of Longinus. Longinus. Fucking hell. I'm gonna call it Longinus, okay?
Everybody calls it Longinus.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
And the first person apparently in recorded history to have had it, also known as the Spear of Destiny, if I remember correctly, was Napoleon. And at his failed battle, now I need to fucking dig back into history. I think it's of the Battle of Waterloo.
Waterloo.
That is the first time. He always went into battle holding the spear. And that fated battle where he lost, he dropped the spear just before. He dropped the spear and picked it up quickly again. And he lost that battle. Another instance that you've heard about this is just before the Nazis lost, the spear was stolen from Hitler.
Okay. And we don't know about who, right?
Sorry?
Do we know who stole it from Hitler?
It was supposedly the Americans. Yeah. Last known location was somewhere in the White House of the spear. That's the last known location.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you a quick history lesson. So basically, this dude took like the spirit thing, poked Jesus while he was in the crucifix, blood spewed in his eye, he was blind, and I hit Sean on the head while I'm talking. He became a saint, blah blah blah. The next thing I heard about the spear, it was with Napoleon Bonaparte during the Battle of Waterloo. They lost to the British. Spear went missing. Next thing, it pops up in Hitler's hand, and now the theory is it's an American White House.
The White House.
The last time, like you're talking about 5-6 years ago. That's the last time you heard about it.
Yeah, so this is like ages ago. That's literally all I know about Lawrence. About the book being the way it is. I don't know, let me look. What do I need to look at the book more? See why I can't touch it or what it is?
It's essentially just, it's busy being formed.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
busy
so
being
the
formed.
reason it keeps flickering is because it's slowly transforming into the book in kind of like it's teleporting, like phasing in, like the molecules are like, you know?
Phasing in from where? Well, no, that's just a...
That'll be harder for me. I'm still new to this tome.
From the depths of hell!
I mean, it's possible.
But this is possible, yeah.
It is. The book that I got hand on last night was also sent here the same way this book is sent. And like the last book, I can't give you any ideas where it's coming from or why it's being sent here, for whom it's being sent here.
Yeah, but perhaps that name is a clue that, yeah, maybe it's here.
Blum.
Hey, we're in Bloom.
That
If
would be
the
cool.
The Spear of Destiny was in Bloom. I highly doubt I'll be the only one of my kind being here. They would have sent all the people from Milwaukee down to Bloom. It took a hell of a lot just to get me here. There's like people on that spear trying to find a way. Trust me, if it
Well,
was
I'm
here,
ready.
And none of them have found it, which means it's not where they're looking.
Mm. I have a suspicion that it might be here, or it might lead to something.
Okay. Well, I guess the only thing we can do is wait for the book to appear, and I can maybe get a better look at it. But I'm like, no.
Or wait for a person to step into the library and have a freak out like you did. And I slowly back away from
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why the book's been sent here. Maybe Zakara has it being sent down. I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with me and with you guys.
No, just one of those things.
So let's, just because we have nothing else to do, entertain the idea that possibly Zakar either has the spear or knows of its location.
Mm.
Wouldn't surprise me. And I kind of
If-
grasp my lockets a little bit.
Either was the case, he would have it hidden someplace concealed and close.
If Zakar did have the spear, do you really think we'd still be plotting against?
Yes. In fact, I think it's more likely he would plot against her if he had a weapon he knew could kill her.
Ooh.
Well, you could always ask him. That's the best.
Yeah,
idea.
that's a bad idea. If he had something concealed, it would probably be in another hidden room here somewhere in the house.
In the library. You really think he would leave something so important, one of the most iconic artifacts in the library?
I know he has at least 3 other artifacts hidden in this library, so yes.
Well, no offense to him, the last 2 he had no choices.
If you have something that precious and that sought after, you keep it somewhere where you can keep an eye on it regularly. He's regularly here.
Yeah, but at the same time, everyone knows he's here. So if anyone had any suspicions about it, the first place I would raid is the library.
Yeah, but that's why you would hide it in the middle of a town, in the middle of a country that most people don't know even exists.
I don't know. It doesn't. Wait. What about Carl?
Oh, you didn't
Well,
see?
No.
Take her and I'll show her the pictures.
You were a bit engrossed
great.
in trying to opening the thing and listening to the people. You did
Oh
get the
my God,
messages, by the way.
I just never looked at my phone. So at least we know where the car is.
Yeah, he's most probably there.
Is that red thread?
It is.
It is.
God, means the hag is probably involved too, isn't it?
Wait, the hag? What?
So,
The hag uses red threads. Probably, isn't it like her signature thing?
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be.
Okay, well, I don't know what to say about this book. I don't know what to say about the Carl thing. Zakar's not here. He's busy slowly skinning someone.
Yeah, pretty well, actually.
Yeah,
Sorry.
'cause- yeah. I'm glad you know the expertise of skinning, Sean.
mm,
Impressive skill set right there. Yeah, I don't know what you guys want. It's just there's nothing here that we can go off of right now.
Are you
Well,
guys?
do you have
Are,
any
are,
other
you,
suggestions
are
that
you
we can do
guys-
for the time being?
are you guys looking at the book while you're talking randomly, or?
No, I'm
Okay.
just like looking at Sean, at mainly John, because he's always the one I have to convince the most.
No, not really paying attention to the book.
Okay.
But we'd be facing it.
We'll be huddled around it, I assume.
Yeah.
In our peripherals.
Okay, all of you roll me just 1d10.
What's this? R's, big D.
Okay, I'm gonna go randomly here. Sean,
Mhm.
the book is fully formed. You can see the spine.
Oh.
Yeah. Because Olivia was facing them more than facing the book,
Yeah.
The
So I'm
book
just looking
finally-
at John waiting for it.
the book finally comes into existence.
Ooh, 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 ooh. And I reach out and try to grab.
You grab the book. The title is The Continual Writings of Longinus.
Longinus.
Yeah.
Okay. I open the book. It's like, Lev, it's here, it's finally here. Come have a look. Okay, what do we see? What do we see in the book?
Open it. Where do you open it?
Just start paging through if we can find something interesting.
Okay, the moment
or something
you
that stands out.
the moment you like start paging through, you see that it's written in a language that you don't normally see anymore. If you pause on a page, if you look at it long enough, it turns into English. But it goes through the phases of English. It goes Latin, Old English. It goes through the phases until it's modern English. It's like as if the words are disappearing, like it's dissipating in water, and then it comes into form to whoever's reading it to understand it.
What the fuck?
And it's basically an historical account of this person. It's sort of like diary entries.
Diary entries.
Yeah. Like you'll see day 20, and it's like it's been 20 days since the incident. And apparently this person rose from the dead. And then a bit of him struggling. Go on a couple of pages and you'll see like a couple more pages, you'll see like entries, short entries like day 426. This I had a run-in with a sheriff at some point. Day 740. I've heard rumors of my spear popping up randomly. Oh crap! Oh, no one clipped that.
Womp womp.
Oh fuck!
Oh no! Are you okay?
Are you okay? Did the dog play
Yeah.
with the thing?
It was actually my husband. Or maybe it was the dog. I don't know. Good job, dog.
Damn, are you okay?
Yeah, it hit the headphone. It's just like at first I thought it was my dog hitting me or my husband. And I was like, it's so scary. Hi, baby, it's okay. I think my dog just moved and hit it. Continue with this deep, meaningful book.
And if you page onwards, it gets kind of like year 20.
Okay, what's the very last entry?
The very last entry
Yeah,
is
on the last page of the book.
the very last entry. If you page the last page of the book, it's still being written.
Still being written. What?
Yeah.
How the hell is that?
Year
It's
2000,
magic.
year 2000 and whatever. 2000 and what? The year 2019.
Woohoo.
Go to the entry before today's entry. One before the one writing.
Okay, and I flip back.
The previous entry was done a year ago. And it mentions that apparently the spear has moved from the location to somewhere in Europe again. I am afraid that this will cause another big uprising in Europe. And the moment I find something else, I'll continue on writing.
So, do you guys think that this Longinus guy is actually still alive and
Well,
just
we're
got
still
turned?
alive. It's not
Well,
impossible.
he died through decapitation. Pretty sure when we get
Did he?
decapitated,
Oh.
Then how the
Maybe-
hell is this book still being written?
Well, maybe it's not him.
There are also things that aren't us that don't die to decapitation.
that is true. He could be something else, but I'm trying to think. Either the book is being passed down to people trying to get hands on the spear again, or maybe it is still him. Trying to think when he died.
Are you going to go to the last page again?
Yeah. Go see what's being written again.
When you turn the page over, what he was busy writing has been scratched out. Or what has been written has been scratched out, and the words pop up. Oh my, you're actually reading this. ... It forms.
Okay, this is creepy. And I pass the book off to.
Does anyone have a pen?
No, I don't. John?
There's a couple of pens on Zakar's nightstand, like where he reads his book, so you can just like, oh yeah, here's a pen.
They're next to you.
It's a library. I guarantee you there's writing implements nearby.
Yeah.
So, did you guys ever watch Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. Yes.
That's not Chamber of Secrets, but
Ah.
there was an incident with the book Tom Riddle's Diary when he could see and communicate. So let's see how awesome JK is. Hello.
There's no ink on the page when you write. You write the word hello, you write it out, and there's nothing.
Does not
Right.
mean you didn't write it. Just wait.
I went to the other page just to check, like to the desk, and wrote and make sure the pen was working.
Other
no,
page
like
of
a
the
scrap
same
paper.
book.
No, scrap paper on the desk.
Scrap paper.
next
The
to
pen
the
is working.
downstairs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
the pen
so
is
now I
working.
just look and wait.
Next question pops up. Where are you?
It's your question. Don't answer that.
No shit, Sherlock. Who are you? Question mark.
I am the author.
I mean, he's got you on a technicality there.
That is very true. Author from the days of Jesus. Did your mom sit behind him in the first grade? Question mark.
I am.
When you're talking to a 2,000-year-old entity, you don't sass them.
I am the author. Comes up again. In fact, it gets boldened.
Ooh.
You know, I am the author.
Well-
Are you? No. I am the author. It's as if it's being written over and over again.
Well, I am the reader doing a book report. What is this? Question mark.
Like the other fellow said, better not use sass.
At least I'm in the clear when something horrible shows up.
So he can hear us.
Apparently.
How you doing? Okay, well,
Doing well.
Which means we can stop ruining the book.
okay. Drop the pen.
Why are we
So-
speaking to a ghost that's talking to us through a book? Is this a good idea?
Why not?
Where is it? Whatever it is.
I
Hello?
sense the next words that you read, Olivia. I'm sensing ... a woman in a lab coat. But you're only reading the book. I'm sensing a woman in a lab coat. I'm sensing a wrestler. I'm sensing statues. Am I talking to one of your family members? Question mark.
Does anyone know?
Lab coat? No. Statues, yes, but lab coat? No.
I sense a name starting with a D. Maybe a P. It's something like da, a da sound, or a ta sound, THO sound. ...
Mother lab coat statues? Anyone? Guys,
Dot,
I don't
dot,
have
dot.
mother,
Well,
so.
I can
Mother
use
lab
sass
coat
too.
would probably be
You can
Sean.
visibly see I'm starting to get distressed now.
I'm
just
sorry,
in case
friend,
no one else has put that together yet.
Sean.
And
I'm gonna
Sean,
ask
you
one
if you
time.
look at the book, it says, "I'm also sassy."
Oh, haha, you're really fucking funny. Tell me what you know.
Please. He meant please.
Don't sass 2,000-year-old entity. That's all I'm saying.
If it is really.
It ends badly for everyone, including me, and I don't like that.
I don't care how old he is. He knows something.
I hear things.
Where was your last location for this book?
Everywhere.
Everywhere? How's that even possible?
Then again, Sean, it is a tome that can appear wherever it wants. ...
And nowhere.
I don't know about you, but this guy's starting to read.
Is this a magical library? Question mark.
Yes.
Kind of?
Are you descendants of... And he starts writing something, and it's getting scratched over. He starts off with a C and then a K, and he scratches it over, and he's like,
Yes.
"Are you descendants of the one? Question mark. Two
The
question
one.
marks.
Yes.
3 question marks.
Depends which one.
The
Well,
answer
John's
is
saying-
yes.
John's saying yes, so yes.
Is he there?"
Yeah.
No, is the one here. The answer is I hope not.
No.
If the one is here, we have bigger problems. Much bigger. And then you can upgrade to sassing 8,000-year-old entities.
Am I in
Who's the
Europe?
one?
No.
No.
John,
Pretty
who's
far
the
from.
one?
What's that?
Wait,
Who's the one? The first curse.
You talking about like Dracula or something?
No, that would be a 800-year-old entity, and you'd be slumming at that point.
For those of you who
You
don't know,
mean
he's talking
the
about
first
The first cursed. Yes.
in Vampire the Masquerade. It's technically from Vampire's perspective, it's the first blessed.
yeah.
Is it
For the rest of
Cain?
us, it's the first cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's
it's
the
Cain.
first good?
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say it's Cain,
Yeah,
right?
it's Cain.
Yeah, it's Cain. Did you answer him on "Am I in Europe"?
I
Yeah,
said
we
no.
You said no. You just see the word "shit," and it's as if water starts spilling over the pages, and the conversation that he had with you starts disappearing.
So when he said we're the descendants of the one, is he asking for kindred?
Yes.
Yes. So he knows.
And he wanted to be in Europe. Not
Which
here.
was the last known location of the spear.
The fact that the book spawned here means that it was pulled here for some reason.
Right, and that reason would be the spear is nearby.
Are you still there, author?
No response.
He's probably
And
swimming.
like even the scratched out part where he started writing about his day or this year is starting to fade away. It's as if water is washing over the page. It's starting to fade away.
See? I know what's up.
And the page becomes blank eventually if you keep on looking at it.
Oh god. How could this get any worse?
When he shows up. That's how it gets worse. Or when someone uses the spear. That's how it gets worse.
I put the book down on the table and sit down.
Okay.
So how's everyone's evening going?
Oh my goodness. I have no idea where to start.
Look, I don't think we can do with this without Zakar. I can only answer so many questions. He is way more advanced than I am. I just...
My suggestion would be telling someone that we already know is duplicitous and currently playing two sides in a conflict about a fresh source of information and new player coming into the game doesn't necessarily benefit us.
So what, we're just supposed to sit here, twiddle our thumbs, and hope that epiphany hits my head?
No, we're supposed to try to find out answers on our own and figure out how to use this situation to our advantage. Because if you tell Zakar, that's no longer our agency, and Zakar will figure out how to use this situation to his advantage. And his advantage may include screwing us.
Yeah, but every time we go do things on our own, things don't go.
Well, speaking of which, you still have someone in the other room that you're supposed to be interrogating yesterday. That you wanted me to bring it back in one piece, remember?
Oh right, forgot about him.
Yeah, funny about that.
Well, I guess we have to go and chat to our friend.
Cool, I'll go get my tools.
No.
What?
No. No.
Why?
I'll go talk to him. You and your tools, stay out.
But
I need to know what everybody's movements are at the moment.
I'm walking down to the secret passage where we have the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably leaning against a bookcase.
I'm following Olivia.
Okay, Theodora.
I'm doing my nails.
So you're staying in the same spot. You're staying in the same spot doing your nails.
Well, Olivia made it clear that she was gonna go speak to this person, alone.
Roll me wits and awareness there, Theodora, while you're doing your nails and trying to act nonchalantly and all of that.
Give us something. Give us something.
Okay, cool. That's enough. She put the book down on a table next to a reading chair. On a little wooden circular table next to the reading chair. And you know she put it down there because there is basically the size of the book. There's scorch marks in the wood and the book is gone.
Uh-huh. Like gone?
Like, there's no book. There's scorch marks. Like, if you were to put a book on a wooden or a block on a wooden thing and you burn it and you take the block away, that shape with scorch marks on the side.
Well...
And you
the
don't
book-
smell anything, funnily enough. None of you smelled anything.
The book just kind of imploded spontaneously.
It came here on its own. It's left on its own. I don't know why that's surprising.
No, well, left or just kind of, destroyed. Anyway, kind of scratch at the bone mark.
Mm-hmm. You can scratch some of it away.
Mm.
Funnily, that it doesn't smell. You scratch some of it, you go, nope, there's no smell there. There's literally no smell, but it's as if it was burnt away.
Mm.
So you guys get down, walk down the stairs, into the end of the hall. You remember that one door that nobody went to? Oh no, wait, Olivia remembers that door because that's where she destroyed a house. That's where she found Wilbur. Actually, that's where she found Wilbur. Yeah. That's the only door. You check in the other rooms. There's nothing there. No one's being kept there or whatever. And you open up this door, and about 2 meters away from the door, someone is lying bound and gagged. You smell the smell of urine and feces.
Yeah, there we go.
It's what happens when you leave someone laying on the ground for 16 hours.
Tactics. Hey, Sean.
Come on, live just one finger now.
Sean, can you go to the vending machine, get some food and some water, washcloth? Now.
But why?
Now, Sean. Because I'm going to make your blood boil.
Okay, I'm leaving. Now run off.
Can't actually do that, but hey. Alright, you can't talk, you're gagged. Okay, buddy. Let's take the gag off.
His eyes are closed, and when you take the gag off, he gets that shake of like frightened shake that you get, like holy shit, you know. And he opens up his eyes, and he sees you, and he is fucking afraid. His eyes go wide, and he tries to like scuttle away.
It's
and
okay. It's okay. Don't worry. You're fine. No one's gonna hurt you. Just have some few questions, okay? We're gonna get you some water, gonna clean you up, get you some food, okay? Right? Okay. If he ever gets you, no. And I start like taking off like his shoes and stuff, just trying to make him more comfortable. I get a blanket and put it over him. Waiting for Sean to bring stuff.
are you untying him?
No, I'm like keeping him tied up. I just took out his gag and then I'm just like trying to slip his shoes off. You know, I'm not untied. I don't trust him. I don't want to have to deal with taking him down and then John moaning about it.
He keeps on mentioning. He keeps on just saying, Jason will protect me, Jason will protect me, Jason will protect me.
Jason. Is Jason Jay? You talking about Jay? Will Jay protect you?
Jason will protect me.
Now I like walk back in now.
You hear this?
Take the water and I start washing his face. And I put some water in his mouth, give him some food.
He takes it.
Nope.
He gulps it down. This guy's fucking hungry and thirsty. And are you giving it to him? Okay. Are you
Use your words.
giving him food? And basically, like, he's eating it very greedily, hastily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you give him like a burger or whatever, he'll like attempt to fit the entire thing in his mouth and eat it. You know, the water you give him, he keeps on drinking it. He keeps on drinking it. Yeah.
Sorry about that, buddy. We kind of forgot you down here.
You're not helping, Sean. Sean, go get more food.
But no!
And what?
Will he come back?
I'm
will
staying
protect
right
me.
here.
Jason
I
will
sit
protect
down
me.
on the floor.
Jason will protect me. The other one, will he come back?
What other one?
Jason. The other one in a trench coat. Jason will protect me.
Are you talking about the car?
Jason will protect me.
Who's?
He already knows Jason will protect me. He told me Jason will protect me. And I
Who
believe
told
Jason
you?
will protect me.
Did he tell you in this room?
Jason will definitely protect me.
I go up to Olivia's here. Just one fingernail. Trust me, it works.
That pushed him away, like really hard.
I just need to
You
get
don't
her. I
know.
just need to get a refresher course. Only Theodora and John saw the cracks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
I did, yes. I don't know if anyone else did or did not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to avoid meta information.
Trying to see what I can do.
He tries to, in a feeble attempt, to scuttle away into. He vamooses over, or shimmies over, tries to shimmy over, away from you, and it seems like it's towards a certain corner. It might be because it's the furthest corner away from the door, might be it because it's the furthest corner away from you. It's a fairly rectangular room, poorly lit. Because the rats lived here, man. They don't need light. They have fun in the dark. They have rat parties in the dark. It seems like he's moving away from you, your first instinct, from both of you. He's like
moving.
literally moving like 20, 30 centimeters, like trying to shimmy away.
Okay, God, I don't want to torture him. He doesn't deserve to get tortured after what he just went through.
After a while, it's Jason will protect me. Jason will protect me. 2506. 2506. Jason will protect me.
2506.
Oh
What
my god.
the
I know what
hell
he's
is that?
talking- I know what he's talking about. He knows how to
What?
get. Did he have a phone on him? Have we searched?
No, and I go up and I search his pockets.
There's a broken
make
phone
my
in one of
way
his
down.
pockets.
Shit biscuits.
It's what?
There's a
Has it
broken
broken?
phone. Yeah.
Wait.
Let
Sean,
me see if
are
I
you
can
able-
salvage the SIM card.
Yeah, are you able to get the contacts off that list? That phone?
I should be able to take
You-
his SIM card and put it into mine.
As you take the phone apart, like there's some poop in there because it was in one of his back pockets. Yeah.
Enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to get the SIM card and put it into my phone?
You're able to get the SIM card. It axes you. It asks you for a code.
It's asking for a code. Do you think it's that code that he just said?
If he's dumb, yes.
He seems pretty dumb. Let's try it. And I type in the code that he kept
What's the
spouting.
code that he kept spouting?
It's a 2056.
What's
Or
the
is it 25?
what's the code he kept spouting, Mr. Cobra Kai?
2056? Did I listen to that? Or 25?
2 attempts remaining. The first one you enter. 2 attempts remaining.
Okay, I didn't get it right and I passed the phone to Olivia.
You know, you should clear these up, eh? 2, 5,
Shut up.
0.
1 attempt remaining.
So okay.
Wrong code.
No, it's
1
not the
attempt
phone to the
remaining.
door. Okay.
Go ahead and tap
If
on
some
his
of
head
you
and like,
were,
"Hey, dude."
if some of you were well versed in technology, you could probably hack into this somehow.
I have 2 points in technology.
That's better than me.
But you'll need a computer and everything to start doing it.
Luckily,
Yeah.
we're in a library. Go hack this. Get out the room. Go hack this. Do not put in the wrong code. This is our last chance.
Nah, I won't. I'll take the phone. I'm like, you're no fun. Enjoy. I'll walk off. Go try to find a computer somewhere.
It's a library. They all
Library.
over.
You will find a computer, but let's just quickly do this scene first. As you walk out, the guy, he seems at ease around you, Olivia, but he still tries to move towards the one corner furthest away from you.
Okay. I slowly walk towards him again.
He stops. Jason will
Can
protect
you get
me.
down him? Okay. And I take my hand and just rub it, Janie caress his head, trying to soothe him. It's okay. And I get some more water. Give him some more water. It's okay.
And
Where
he
is
takes
it?
the water willingly. He's like, I just need to be put up against the wall, please. I've been crouched. I've been in a semi-fetal position the whole time. My back fucking aches. Jason will protect me. Jason will protect me.
Okay, well, let me first go get some clean clothes. And then I'll help you, okay?
Okay.
And I walk out the room. And I go to I go scavenge the rooms for clothes, see if I can find shorts or pants and a shirt for him.
You do find it. It's going to be reasonably easy. Zakar is actually well prepared for weird situations. It's all Zakar's size. Zakar is quite a big man. For John Andrews, if he were to wear any of Zakar's clothes, it would fit him very tightly. And he would just do a Randy Savage impression the moment he wears it because it's so tight.
I'm okay with it.
Theo, you walk down, right?
Yeah, I'm walking
Okay.
through now.
Okay.
If she's walking down, I'm following. I don't
Okay.
want to be the only one upstairs.
As you guys walk down, Sean walks out with what appears to be a phone. And if you want to say something to him or whatever, now's the time. But you're obviously looking for a computer.
Oh, he smells when he walks past. Oh, my goodness. Sean,
Don't
I
ask.
think you need to go have a bath. Oh,
Don't ask.
no.
It's just my hands. Don't worry.
Oh, no. Stay away.
Wilbur's worse, and he was in your theater.
How dare you? My rat is clean. Thank you. He takes more baths than I do.
Wow. And you're staying with me.
I still shower more than anyone else in this room. Compared to
I don't know about
you.
that. So.
Pretty sure it's you, me, Wilbur, John, other rat, Sean.
Other rat?
In this room.
Yo.
Okay. Wilbur's the only rat for me. Okay, well, we found a phone. Sean's gonna go try hack it, see if there's any contacts. I think I know if we can get those contacts, there might be a way for us to get into somewhere where I know that this Jason is.
Has he said anything?
Jason will protect him, and he's been spearing out the code for the entrance I found. Oh, by the way, I found an entrance.
Oh, that's some
You hear
valuable
this also, second
information.
class.
Yep.
You know,
It was
didn't think
when
to
you
tell us
called,
before.
I said I'm sorry, but when we started talking, you brought up a book from a Roman dude from thousands of years ago. I don't understand when trapdoor in the trees fits into Jesus poking stick.
Anyway, maybe I can see if I can get any more information out of our.
You might want me to clean him first, because if you think Sean's not bad.
After.
You're standing outside the door now, speaking about it. You've gotten clothes and some towels, bucket of water.
Okay, I walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how are you doing? Hey. And I stroke his head, see if he's okay. Okay.
I just want to be
But-
propped up against the wall. That's all I want to do.
I don't worry, but at the same time, I can't trust you just as much as you can't trust me. Okay, I won't hurt you, but this won't hurt. And I prick him with one of my scorpion touch needles.
Mm.
This won't hurt, so that he's paralyzed, so he can't do anything when I prop him up. You know.
Yeah. So do you prop him up against the wall?
I prop him so he's sitting on. I made him so he sits on the bed and has his back against the wall, so it's easier for me to clean him up.
Just a quick thing, there's no bed, it's just an empty room. The bed
Okay.
that you destroyed was the rat's nest. The housing that you
Also,
destroyed.
just to clarify, you just used a paralysis that will work until the end of the scene. In the middle of the scene where you're trying to get information from a guy.
Does it last a scene? I thought it only lasted a few minutes.
No, it lasts the scene.
As far as I remember, it lasts a scene, yeah.
He'll be paralyzed until you're done talking to him, which is a vicious circle.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I won't do that then. Okay. John, I need your help.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, he needs to be propped up so I can clean him. He's back. Just make sure you hold his head so he doesn't try anything. Make sure he doesn't fall. And be gentle.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so John props him up against the wall.
No, I don't. Don't tell me what I'm doing. I just said no, that's fine.
So are you just standing there?
I'm watching you handle the problem that you created.
So you're not gonna prop him up for me?
No.
Then leave.
No.
Well then. Theo. John's being a pain in my ass. I need your help.
Well,
Oh, are
Let's
you
take it.
looking for help to deal with me? Because do we want to go down that route right now?
Wow.
I don't think she meant to deal with you.
No, I didn't.
No.
Is there like, I know we're vampires, but maybe when you transform, are you on your period or something?
Wow. Sexist joke from the woman. That's smart.
Yeah, it is. I gave Theo a bandage. If you want to put this on
I'll
my
tell you
face so it
what.
doesn't
Why
smell
don't
so
you take
bad.
16 hours to come up with the next thing you say to me, just like you did for him?
You know what? I'm not even
The
gonna fight
person
with
you were being compassionate to by starving them and forgetting they
I-
were here when you wandered off because you had nothing to do.
I was not that I had nothing to do. I had a lot on my mind. Unlike you, I did have a traumatic experience and it did baffle me and put me
I'm
out
so
on-
glad you know what my experiences are.
Then you should understand them for someone who hasn't had one before. Okay? I've never dealt with my family ever. I've never had to go back down to my past, a traumatic past that I purposely had left behind by fleeing the country and had to
Then
experience
you
it all
should
in
consider
one night.
yourself fortunate rather than being a bitch about it.
Well, bandage. You might want to put this up your nose.
Okay, thank you.
So I propped him up and I put a pillow behind his head while I'm propping him up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I saw undoing his pants, taking all. Yeah, Theo, I gave her like a washcloth.
I wonder if that a certain part will still... No, it will still be paralyzed. Anyway, continue, yeah?
I'm not touching him,
Okay, then you prop him up and I clean him.
but then I still have to touch him. Oh,
And
God.
I gave.
Can I just hold him up against his shoulder against the wall? That's
As
all
long
I'm
as
doing.
he's holding. So my other hand's on his other shoulder with the pillow, busy wiping, cleaning up, putting the fresh pants on.
Oh,
Okay. And I take his shirt off, put his new shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll me wits and
Wait.
awareness, both of you. Actually, you can too if you want to, Mr. John Andrews.
Oh,
Okay.
what, he wants to be a part of it now? Okay.
I just want to make sure I'm watching what you're messing up.
Ah, okay.
Ooh.
Messing up?
Okay, you're propping him up. Everybody except Theodora.
Poor Theodora.
Whoa! You hear exactly that.
So loud. That legitimately fucking scared me.
He can that dog can star in a band called Slip Dog.
Nice.
She does it when she has toys in her mouth. She brings them to you and does that. It's very cute.
Okay. So what everybody so John and Olivia. Okay, John. There's
Yeah.
cracks in the concrete behind him.
Interesting.
Olivia, you're busy you're down washing his legs and cleaning him up.
Shirt, so he's dripping.
His shirt, you're basically just putting it on, and as he puts his hands up and you lift his hands up, you see behind him there are cracks actually forming behind him, and you put the shirt on and everything, and if you continue on putting the shirt, let me know.
Okay.
It's hairline cracks. It's hairline cracks. Yeah.
I slowly move him to the side, away from the crack, and propped him down with the shirt, and I, obviously retie his arm. Then I take a step back and look at the wall again, watching the crack.
The cracks stop forming. You don't see the movement as well, John. Well,
right.
I needed 2 successes for you to notice the cracks. Olivia, you see the cracks stop forming, and as you see, it was basically where it's as if it was his shadow. It was basically forming around him. And you're looking at these cracks. I want Theodora to roll me another wits and awareness, please. While you're inspecting this. John, are you inspecting the cracks as well? A bit closer?
I will if I'm able to see them. I didn't roll that great. Oh, wait, no, I got 2 successes. Yeah, okay.
So you're
I'll
inspecting them,
closer.
yeah. Theodora. Theodora.
Goes crazy!
Hide your couches, guys.
Oof. Oof. You hear the voice. That all too familiar voice. He's getting away. Look at him. Look at him, he's getting away.
Grab him.
Is this the guy, my captive dude?
Yes.
Theo, what are you doing?
He's
Theo?
trying to escape.
No, Theo, hey, and I try to get between
I'm
them,
squeezing his shoulders more and more, and my nails, my freshly filed nails are now digging into his shoulders.
Okay,
Theo,
so
look at me.
you're
Theo?
calming him. Second class, you're looking at this. And behind him, as she's holding him, you're seeing this happen. So this is a freeze frame, sort of like the whole Matrixing, and the camera just moves over out of your perspective, and you see the concrete behind him where there was cracks forming behind him. They're slowly starting to go outwards, they're slowly, the bits of bricks and mortar is starting to slowly move out towards him. Because she picked him up away from the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like the wall is trying to stay in contact with him.
Yes, that's probably what you're thinking, yeah.
Okay.
And she's trying
That's
to get away.
interesting.
He starts yelping in pain. Sort of
Yeah.
No. He starts screaming in pain as your nails dig into him. And it draws
Yeah.
blood.
Stop.
Ooh, blood.
You don't want him. He's got shit all over him. You don't want. Come on, go upstairs. Get Amanda to get you a good call. You know you want those calls. Okay, you don't need to do that. Just let him go.
Oh, but that blood is so tasty.
Theo? Yeah, don't make me do anything I don't want to do to you again.
Shit is just the spice in the blood. Think about it.
Theo, come on, please don't do that.
Maybe you should call Dorothea again.
Yes, call someone else. Don't hurt him. He has not. You don't
I'm
want.
gonna throw him
He's
on the
gone.
floor.
Okay, and I go down to him and check his shoulders, make sure it's not bad, Okay.
When she throws him on the floor, I look at the wall and the ground.
Okay, so you do. Okay, she throws on the floor. The wounds. It's just basically there's one hole here, one hole here, and if you lift him up a bit, he is in pain. He's sweating. He is whimpering, and he's like, "Jason will save me. Jason will save me." And as you lift him over, you see 4 other holes on each side of his shoulder where her nails dug in.
Mm-hmm.
There's blood on your
Don't-
fingers, Theodora. This is unfortunate. You taste it, and it's disgusting as fuck. Because this is not. But you need blood. But it's disgusting. You're not gonna be able to keep it in. The little bit of blood you drew. It's sort of like. Let's say you're extremely hungry, and you gotta go. There's a competition. You're not allowed to eat pizza for a week, right? But you have to go. You're not allowed pizza for a week, and for that week you can only eat sly bladder, salad leaves.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's like munching on something that will make you gag, but you end up swallowing it anyway.
Yeah. Now that's basically you want to eat, but you know there's $1 million waiting for you somewhere if you just can push through this. But this is, yeah. So you will eat it and like this is so fucking disgusting. It's yeah. The wall immediately as he moves away from the wall, as his body, like you looked at the wall, the body moved away and got thrown on the ground. The wall retracts, and if you look at the ground around him, it starts cracking. And you're looking at his wounds, Olivia?
Yeah, I'm talking to him like, Jason's not here. Jason's not gonna say, I'm here for you, okay? I'll protect you.
So,
I got
Olivia,
you, okay?
someone is ritualistically trying to find him right now.
What? And I move him
The
aside.
damage to the wall followed him to the ground. Someone is using magic to search for him.
Why would magic people be trying to find a drug dealer?
I don't know, but we're kind of magical people,
Jason
and we were
will
looking
save
for
me.
one too, weren't we?
Jason will save me. You can't do nothing. Jason will save me.
Who the fuck is?
Okay. Theo, go get Amanda to get Dorothy for you.
2406. 2506, sorry. 2506. 2506.
Sean?
Did I by chance actually hear any of this? Like, especially with him starting to scream? Because
You would
Should
hear
have
the
been able to
screams.
hear
You would
that.
hear the screams, yeah. You would have heard the screams.
okay, well then,
The
I
action
still
pauses while you're like at the computer and you hear the scream.
okay, well I disconnect the phone and I bring it with me because I'm not on the phone, and I start running down to the room, saying to myself, "No fair, no fair. They said they weren't gonna do anything. No fair, no."
And you hear, while you're running down, you hear Sean. And that's where
I
the scene
told you I
concludes.
wanted to do it. And I burst in through the door and I see what's going.
Did you
What
crack the
the
phone?
fuck?
Sean, hey, do you have
Huh?
contacts? Do you have contacts for the phone?
I was almost there until I started hearing the screams, and then
Okay. Sean, I need those
Theodora is not
contacts.
looking well. Theodora, what are you doing?
I guess I'm kind of.
Because you gained another hunger. What hunger are you on now?
Dun dun dun.
I am on 2 hunger.
Okay, cool.
I fed
not bad.
before we came here. Remember? That
Yeah.
took away a hunger. I got a hunger back, so it's only 2.
Okay, cool. You need to feed.
Hey.
The beast is hungry. Just saying.
Okay,
One more hunger
Sean,
and shit happens.
Sean, go finish that contact. I am going to take our man where he wants to go. And I pick him up, like loop him over,
Mm.
Theo, when you've eaten, meet me at Star's kitchen, okay?
You try and lift him up. You try and lift him up. And he's heavier, almost as if he's stuck.
Oh my god, what the hell?
You look towards his legs, and one leg is already halfway into cement. The cement around his leg has turned into liquid.
Oh my god.
2406, 2506, sorry. He says
Stop
2506
ruining the
the
moment.
whole time.
Zafa,
Mm.
2 ranks of potence. I'm going to hold him, and he's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere, definitely. He's definitely not going anywhere. I'm just gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
You can try and pull him out.
I'm not going to try that yet. I'm going to wait and see what happens for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm curious to see if the effect will spread to try to pull me as well, or if it's just going to sit there and we're going to have a tug of druggy.
A tug of druggy, yes. You got to tell me when you're planning on pulling. Okay.
Okay.
So what happens is I need to get my bearings. His left foot is stuck.
Okay.
In the liquid cement. It looks like water ripples forming around it. And everywhere, if you look closer, everybody that sees this now can see it. It's literally underneath him. The cement has become fluid. There's like ripples. And you start feeling a tug, John. You start feeling a tug.
Mm-hmm.
So you let go a bit, and more of his one foot slides in. You're obviously trying to hold him so that nothing of him touches the floor.
Right.
Right. You're basically holding him by his one leg and his arm and his shoulder so that he can't reach the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
Could you see if you can get his other foot out of the ground? I'm trying to make sure that I don't fall through as well. And I don't want to pull harder on him or I might go in.
Okay, so I put my hands
Or
around
rip him in half. Either one would be bad.
I put my hand around his ankle and
Okay, so how do you stand? You're obviously trying to avoid the ripple effect, right?
Yeah, kind of like I'm squatting in a bush.
And then you're going to try and pull up. Okay.
Yeah.
His foot is stuck.
Pulling.
His foot is stuck. You can roll me a strength and... Let's go strength and athletics if you have it.
Oh god, now you're asking for things. Strength and athletics.
He's stuck.
I can't. It's. I don't know if I'm strong enough to pull him, or it's just no boy.
All right.
Let me give it a shot. I walk up and I try and do the same thing.
Yeah. Strength athletics.
Athletics.
I'm sorry, I have to say this though. Who's going to be the true king of leg pulling? I had to line in the moment, guys. We are losing someone to a cement floor.
You put your hands. You're doing the same motion that she's doing. You're squatting. Your 11-year-old legs ain't that high, but you're probably putting it you're squatting and you're pulling. And the moment you pull, you succeed, by the way. The moment you pull, you hear a faint tearing sound. You pull harder.
Tearing?
Yeah, a tearing sound. You've heard this before.
Yeah.
It's when certain parts of the body ain't gonna be connected to other parts of the body soon.
Oh yeah.
And all of you hear an audible gunshot-like crack as he rips
Yep.
the foot off. Blood sprays upon him. Theodora, there's blood.
Yep,
Anybody
I was
with
trying to
hunger
wake
3?
my way out.
Anybody with hunger 3 or more are gonna be fucking going crazy soon. Blood sprays everywhere. He screams this hellish scream. He's like 2506, and he screams, and it's confined in a small space, so it's almost deafening. Like if any of you
Zafa.
had that one, what's that skill called? Heightened senses.
I've got heightened
I
senses.
If you had it active, you would have
we
kind
would
of been in
deaf right
pain
now.
right now. Yeah.
Mm.
If you had it active. And he screams and screams. This goes on for what feels like an eternity, but it's about 30 seconds.
Zafa.
Yeah.
At the point that he starts screaming, because I have 2 levels of potence currently up, I'm going to be careful about this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm basically going to pistol whip him, to try to knock him unconscious. I'm not trying to break him. I'm trying to make him go night-night.
Mm-hmm. Okay, dude, you succeed. Okay, but you
Yay!
don't know whether or not you've succeeded due to the pistol whipping or due to the fact that his leg
He's bleeding.
just sort of came
Shock
apart.
is shock. Doesn't matter. As long as he's out, he's not feeling it.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna bleed out, so I grab and his leg to try and stop the bleeding as much as I can. Liv or Theo, either which one of you, go grab a frying pan and heat it up as hard as you sear this wound. Otherwise, this man is gonna die and we lose whatever lead we had. Go now!
I run to the kitchen, which is I think 3 doors down.
Theodora, 3 doors down. Theodora, you don't hear any of this.
I'm still not okay. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get out of the room.
Must feed. There's blood just there. Must feed.
Zafa,
Mm.
trying to remember.
I'm looking at what you're looking at, so the moment you switch screens, I can see what you're looking at. So I'm like, okay, cool. So you can be vague and say, I want to do this with this. And I'll be like,
No. I'm trying to remember. There's a trick vampires do to seal a vein. It's what you do when you feed feed too much.
It won't work with this big of a wound.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That was what I was going to ask.
Like, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to be like,
would work.
the blood will be in your face. You're like, maybe I should just take a sip.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Okay.
it's the trick is they lick the wounds closed.
Right.
Yeah.
But
And it's literally-
it requires a blood point or a willpower or something.
Mm.
But I was trying to remember how to do it, and if it would work, if I could spend multiple points to make it work on a wound this size.
No, it won't.
But
Because
more than
it's a
likely
wound
not.
about yay big, so
Yeah, that'll
Wait.
leave a mark.
yeah.
Just a tad.
Theodora, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get out the room, but I think that the beast is stronger than I am.
You want to roll me a willpower there, please?
This is where it boils down to.
Okay, let me
Is
just
it
quickly make sure about this.
And this is where everything goes nipples north.
You actually fight the beast back. Believe it or not. You fight the beast back. You're like, not now, bitch.
It's like, whatever, bitches, and the bitches, whatever.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Be home.
You're on 3 hunger, right? 2. You're on 2. No, you're good. You can. The beast tempted you, and you basically fucking, thanks to this thing, you fight it back. What do you do next?
Trying to get my phone out of my pocket, and I'm trying to text one of my other feeding associates.
Not
Come over
Dorothea.
to the library. No, because she's already been fed on tonight,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have to
You-
use because I have about 2 or 3 in rotation.
All of them artists.
Yeah.
There's one that you know lives on the university grounds. Her name is Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually Lucille, but Lucy, she goes by Lucy. What do you text her exactly?
Lucy, I need you to come to the library.
Just close the door on your way out.
You get there, you get the response back about 2 minutes later, give me 15.
Hurry up.
Yes. And that's it. Okay, back to the scene at hand. What's everybody trying to do? I just need to do a recap here. What's everybody trying to do?
I've got a firm grip around his leg to try and, close off any veins that's making him bleed. And I sent Olivia off to the kitchen.
Strength and brawl, difficulty 1. That's all I need from you, and you'll be able to keep
Brawl
the pressure.
and strength.
Yeah, you'd be able to keep the pressure on his leg. Cool.
Woo-hoo!
You keep the pressure just correctly. You don't fucking crush another bit of his bone or whatever. John?
I'm still holding the rest of him.
You're still
And I'm trying to keep him off the ground, and I'm looking to see what the wall and the floor are doing.
Okay, the wall has gotten solid.
Good.
The floor, the last bit of foot that was left on the floor, disappears into the floor. And the droplets also, every time a droplet lands, it's as if it's falling through the concrete. You know, like when
Gotcha.
you put a droplet through material, it makes that thing and then it drops eventually through. Just speed that
Right.
up. It's basically, you see it drop on the concrete, and it's as if it's falling through. Yeah. The foot disappears, and as far as you can tell, the concrete floor is solid. Olivia?
Okay.
I heated up the pan on the stove. I run back, turn off the stove, run back, and I'm Sean, hold him tight, and I just push it up against and caramelize
The smell of seared flesh
Smells.
and heated up.
For anybody who doesn't know what it smells, the closest compared, the only reason I know the step on coal when I was younger, and I remember the smell being very similar to if you take boerewors out of the skin that is put in, and you accidentally leave that on a fire, and it burns to the point where it's like charcoal, and you actually go up and sniff it. I don't know if anybody knows what that smells like, but
I've never done that to sausages,
horrid.
so it's horrid.
No.
Smell of seared flesh, dried blood. This guy's knocked out. He ain't giving no shits. This guy
He's the lucky one.
This guy is limp. Is limp in your arms. And funnily enough, one of you, Sean, you're holding the leg. So you stepped. One of your feet, to hold it into place, moved in underneath him. On the concrete. Underneath him.
So my foot just moved on its own.
You were like, come on, push it, and you braced yourself. And when you
Yeah.
braced yourself, you didn't think about it.
your
You just
foot slid.
moved, and where he was, you moved your foot. And you realize this as that smell hits your face, your senses. You realize it, and you're like, you tap with your foot. Oh, it's solid.
Yeah.
It's solid.
Oh, solid. Okay.
It's solid.
I thought we were going to have Stumpy number 2 for a second.
Yeah, same here.
So
It's solid.
I throw the pan down, take the blanket, and wrap his leg up. Just to close it up.
You throw the pan down. Do you throw the pan away from the body, from you all, or do you just drop it?
I throw it to the side, like drop it.
Yeah,
to the
you
side
drop it to the side, so you don't drop it near you at all. Okay, Theodora, that
I'm out
smell
of the
is
room.
so delicious.
It's great, but I don't want to go in that room.
That smell.
Try to get further away from it.
Now you do know that if you stay here, she's gonna get to the library and not know where you are because this is sort of a hidden entrance. So you might have to go out into
I'm trying to
Yeah.
make my way out.
What do you do next with the body?
Is there a way
You see
we could
Cobra
strung
Kai
him
like,
up?
you see Sean McLaughlin like tap the floor, and you see that, oh shit, it's actually solid now.
Legs gone.
We should probably move him to another room. Maybe another. Preferably one that doesn't touch the ground. Take him to where I slept. There's a bed there. He can lie on it. We'll just tie his arms and leg to the bedpan. Right?
I say we suspend him from the roof. Make sure he doesn't. Suspend him from the roof in the middle of the room so that he can't touch wall or floor or ceiling.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
when he
that-
wakes up legless, hanging from the ceiling, he's not gonna get freaked out at all.
Well, I'm going to offer the fact that when he wakes up legless, he's probably going to get freaked out regardless of if he's comfortable in a bed or tied down to it or hanging from a ceiling. His day is already rating a 1 on the the shit-o-meter, so
Let's
I'd
put
say
him
we
on the bed.
kind of made it a bit worse.
yeah.
Let's just go put him on the bed, tie him up, and
Okay, we'll put him on the bed.
so we move to the bed with him. I start tying him up hand by hand.
You tie him up. No resistance. The guy's knocked out cold. Do any of you go back into the other room, perhaps to, clean up?
I should probably.
Mm.
I'm going to give a hard no on that one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'll go back in and clean up because my OCD will probably just kill me if I don't.
The pan is gone, and whatever bloody bits of clothing was left is also gone.
Guys, literally everything is gone.
Self-cleaning room.
It's magic.
Yay! That's what I'm going with. Self-cleaning
Just a
room.
quick thing, Olivia, if you go and look, you're going to realize that it's probably some sort of blood magic, and the ritual to have gotten him out of here probably used a sample of his blood. So it's probably tied to him bleeding, or him being awake, or something.
Something.
Or both.
Yeah.
Well, it can't be tied to him being awake because he was unconscious when the pan hit the floor.
So it's
My
Oh,
God, my
fucking
dog
hell.
needs to stop doing that.
fucking hell.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Or was that you? Oh, was
Who's
it
a
you
good
again?
husband? Sorry.
No, it was my dog again. Guys, seriously, I think next time I'm just gonna kick him out.
It's definitely tied to his blood. You know that it's blood magic, and it's definitely tied to his blood. But why did it take them 16 hours?
To do it.
Mm.
Okay. Well, I guess our drug dealers are not just normal drug dealers. I still think this Jason guy is.
So you
Kindred?
think that the drug dealers who are using Vitae in their drugs aren't normal drug dealers? I'm glad we've gotten to this point.
I meant that it's not just any kindred. This is a kindred who's more powerful than I am at blood magic. Because I can't teleport people through concrete.
Yeah. I'm also going to point out he now knows where we are.
They knew before that.
Well, more to the point, they now have proof.
Well, a foot of it.
We need to get rid of him.
And we still have no information.
Sean, you need to go get that phone contacts done.
Okay. I run off back to the computer again.
Mm.
Okay,
Roll
so here's
me-
the plan.
Intelligence and technology there, please. Maybe let's do... No, it's wits and technology because you need to...
Technology woods. Okay.
Yeah, because you need to work against it. Yeah, what do you want to say, Olivia?
So, John, here's the plan. You don't have to be a part of it if you don't want to. Star's Kitchen, there's a trapdoor. The code he's been spewing out is the code to that keypad. The trapdoor doesn't always work, so I suggest we bring like something that can get through concrete and iron. Pickaxe.
That would be me.
Okay.
Basically.
Sean's gonna get the contacts. If we need to, we take this dude with us and use it. Maybe, I don't know, leverage, contact them, see if we can get him to tell them to open the door. I don't know. Get contacts, know who's in there, get inside, find out what's happening.
I'd rather hit them where they live than let them hit me where I live. I'm in.
But we have to take him with us, Mr. Stumpy. So let me first make sure the wound is closed up properly, bandage it up tight. We don't want his blanket falling and staining Daphne's car seat.
Right.
I'm gonna go. While it's at, do you mind go checking if Sean got the contacts done?
All right.
Okay, cool.
10 minutes pass. You finally get into the system. There's 2 or 3 numbers. One's the contact number. The contact name is 2506 for the first number that you see, and then it's random number of digits. You know, for a phone number. 083 whatever.
Yeah.
083 3993 something. I'm not good with random numbers. The other one is called J.
Hey,
Yeah.
there we go.
And his number is 2506.
Or at least ends with 2506.
His number is 2506.
Uh-huh.
So there's not a phone number in there.
Yeah. And then there's a number with a name for someone called Leah. Leja. Yeah. That's the only 3 numbers on this phone.
Okay. Cool. I go back down to Olivia. And the rest
John joins you as you just finish up.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Sean. How's the phone?
Hey. That came along good. There's only a one is just 2506.
All
which is
right.
Jay's number. It's got no beginning or ending. It's just 2506.
That's just a PIN number saved as a phone number. It's a thing.
Aha. I know how to hack a phone, but I wouldn't know something that simple.
Simple, I'm good at.
Hey, it could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, just saying.
Sure.
Yeah. Basically, if you have a PIN number that you absolutely need to remember, you can store it as someone's contact information in a phone. And that way the PIN number is available but not easily searchable.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, we need to get this back to Liv since she seems to know the most whatever the hell is going on right now with this dude.
Okay.
Eudora, you're standing outside. You're standing in the library, like at the entrance, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, blonde girl, blue eyes, shows up. She's, you think, purposefully wearing as little as possible on this evening to meet you. She probably, you can smell a bit of alcohol on her.
Mm-hmm.
On her
College campus.
Yeah. And yeah, she is basically in her 90s. She arrives. She basically walked, which is strange, because this is South Africa. You don't walk like that on the streets. Not even on
Not
a
at
campus. Yeah, not at night. Not even on a campus. No matter how safe the campus is. obviously. And she sees you standing in the doorway, and she runs up to you. And she sort of like jumps. She does a running jump to be able to jump into your arms. And as she does so mid-air, sort of like the whole Matrix style, you see her expose her neck, and she hugs you, and she just clings on to you. She's a tiny bit shorter than you are. You can smell vodka and some perfume
into the doorway, kind of like with my back towards the door, and then I'm going to bite her neck.
A moan of ecstasy escapes her lips as you bite into her, and you get that same feeling that she's experiencing. And this is this feels more satiating than Dorothea today.
Alright, so then I guess I'll embrace her even harder.
She goes with whatever you are doing. At that moment in time, she is your slave. And that's part of the enticement, you think. You're not sure. Yeah. And you finish feeding on her. I guess you lick the wounds closed and everything. You lose 1 hunger.
Yeah.
And once you're finished, she lets go. Rests against the one wall of the university. The concrete war? No, just against the one wall of the university. Takes out a cigarette, lights it, and just starts smoking it. She says nothing. She says nothing to you. She's just enjoying the moment. You hear her heartbeat beating slightly irregular because you just took a lot of blood from her.
Yeah, and
but it's
smoking.
Exciting.
Yeah, wouldn't she be passing out on the floor?
Hey.
What? I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm gonna say for the last time, because I need to remember this myself, the screen fades out with just the remaining letters 2506. And that's where we'll end for the night.
Yay!
Nice! That started picking up nicely there.
Wow. So are we gonna thank you. We're gonna say, first of all, I'm gonna ask you all to punch yourselves again. We started with the ladies earlier. We're gonna start with the boys tonight. Let's start up with Sean McLaughlin or Cobra Kai. If you haven't given him a follow yet, let me just put that message in chat again. Click that name and follow that fucker. And tell us what you're gonna do for the hopefully next week. Will we be playing next week? We'll find out in the after show.
Well, for this next week, I will probably join a close friend of mine on Monday and Tuesday for a bit of War Thunder, which is gonna be nice. Still suck at the game, but I'm getting there. And then we'll be back on Friday with a kind of a late day stream of Apex mode because they have the solo season right. That's going to be really, really. But yeah, that's basically it for me when you'll be seeing me online.
Okay, and Mr. Second Class Elitist, aka John Andrews.
Yay! If you enjoyed my character play, you should see what I can do with characters when I have a lot more time to plan out what they're going to do. I have a Patreon for my writing account. There is a monthly serial based in a hyper 80s setting, similar to an 80s cop drama centered around a female police officer with a cybernetic arm. The pilot episode of which you can read at that link for free. If you like what you read and you would like to read more, episode 2 is up. Episode 3 will be up next week. It is $1 or more to be able to read the entire series. And if we get 50 backers, I will start a second series as well, so that you get twice as much for your money.
Damn! And that speech was only practiced once.
Hashtag one take.
Yes. Luna Sanguine.
Yeah, so this week, and oh wait, it's Saturday today. Next week, yeah, I guess we'll be playing a lot more Elder Scrolls Online. I have become extremely addicted to that game as of recent, and I can't seem to pull myself away from it.
Picked a bloody good game, that's
It's
for sure.
Cool, and then
taken me a while to get into it, but
Minimay.
This week I am playing Remnant from the Ashes, or Remnant of Ashes.
Oh, it's so good.
It
is
is
so good.
And it's so addicting, and it's fucking painfully tough for a normal level.
Oh my god, it is
But
so good.
It's so good. I don't understand how that game is only $40. It does not deserve. It deserves to be. It's like the first time I've ever said a game actually should be $60.
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
amazing
you're
thing about it, every playthrough is different. Everyone who plays it has a different, like, way. It's amazing. So you can do it over and over again, and it'll always have something different, you know. So,
the maps,
yeah,
the maps are they're not random gen because like you don't have individual buildings being dropped. So, but basically it's tile placement. So 4 or 5 buildings are all set together with scenery and debris that acts as cover and lines of fire, and then this tile gets placed, and then this tile gets placed, and then this tile gets placed. But there's like 20 options for what those 3 tiles can be.
Yeah.
So the map is entirely different every single time. The items you find is different every time. The sub dungeon is different every single time. I've done 5 different characters through the first world, and I've fought 2 different bosses.
Damn.
Even the bosses change.
It's crazy. I just
great.
fought the big tree boss, you know, the one that does the rip.
Oh, Treebeard. Oh, that. Oh, there's words I really don't want to say. Remnant from the Ashes.
Remnant from the Ashes. So yeah, I
Remnant from
just
the
started
Ashes.
it. I'm like 4
Thorns.
hours into it, and I'm not even close to starting it yet still, because it just shows you there's so much. I have a thing, like, the amount of hours you spend on a game, like, it should make up for the money, you know. So if you spend like 3 hours on a game and you finish it, it's not worth $40-$60. But this game, my lord, cannot wait to keep playing.
Cool,
Yeah,
you can
that's
find
what
them
I'm
at their
doing.
respective channels. You can find me over at Zaffa Geek, obviously. I'll be playing lots of Legends of Aria, and at some point in the near future, apparently Alpha 18 of 7 Days to Die. I'm not going to go too much into detail of that, but yeah, apparently that's what I'm also going to do in the near future.
What about voting?
Alpha 18.
What about what?
Voting. NJ says we should vote. Remember when we say...
Yes. Favorite actions of another character.
Yeah,
come
favorite.
on,
Oh, fuck.
Sarah.
You see, it's been so long.
It's been so long.
Favorite part of tonight's stream? Aside from
That-
OBS going encoding overloaded for some reason.
That spat between Mini and Second. That was very well done. They just feel like this really heated argument that Second was starting, but Mini was kind of like shoving off because she okay, just get off.
Not good time. Not good time.
That was good. That was my favorite.
yeah.
And
same.
Mr. Andrews?
I honestly, just everybody being able to have the time to get back together and do this thing again.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go for the fact that we were all available as my favorite part.
I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. Yeah. I'm with you on that one. We're actually all available to do this. And Olivia? Or Minimay?
No, I was about to say everyone too, like, we've been away for like what, nearly a month, and everyone's
Yeah,
still
it's
fit in
very-
perfectly. it took us a while to get into each other, and the fact that we took such a long break and we still fit into it very nicely is good.
And Luna,
Yeah. I
Favorite
guess
bit?
the argument.
the argument. Just a quick thing, and we're gonna talk in the after show about this, but I'm gonna leave a teaser for chat for people watching on YouTube. Did any of you get sort of the reference of the cracked cement all across town?
Dun dun dun. Easter egg.
Yeah, mine's sure.
That's what we're going to talk about in the after show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for being awesome viewers. We will see you next week. Everybody okay
Here's
for
hoping.
next week?
I'm free next week, yeah.
Yeah, next week is good.
Oh, I'm busy with shit next week. I forgot about that.
Everybody
Probably
but
a
Zombies
day
available
earlier.
next week.
Probably a day earlier. We'll keep you posted on Twitter. I can't open the calendar to check now, so probably a day earlier. Then, but we'll sort it out next week. Yeah,
Yes.
we'll sort it out afterwards. But it will happen next week, even come hell or high water or floaty, bubbly cement, concrete. Yeah. Right. Awkward wave time. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.